C'est bon?
Alright, Shalom. Parce qu'on doit avoir les frères aussi. Alright, Shalom. Nous sommes les frères israélites du camp de GMS Montréal. Alright, on revient avec le témoignage de Yahawashi, alright, qui est l'esprit de prophétie. Avant de commencer, on va donner tout honneur, toute gloire à Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahawashi, Ba'Hashem, Okakodash. Alright, double honneur et respect aux apôtres de Great Millstone et Shalom aux élus. Alright, nous nous trouvons présentement dans les derniers jours. Alright, Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahawashi a réveillé ses élus, ok, avec son témoignage. Alright, et il nous a dit de quoi? Prophétiser aux nations. Alright, prophétiser quoi? La venue du royaume. Ok? Donc ça signifie quoi? Que l'on doit prononcer, propager sa parole afin d'amener les élus au mariage. Alright? De se réveiller.
Romains 13 et 11. Romains 13 et 11. D'autant que vous savez en quel temps nous sommes. Voici l'heure de sortir de votre sommeil. Romains 13 et 11. D'autant que vous savez en quel temps nous sommes. Voici l'heure de sortir de votre sommeil. Aujourd'hui, en effet, le salut est plus près de nous qu'au moment où nous avons cru.
Ouais, c'est le temps de se réveiller du sommeil. Ok? Qui est responsable de nous avoir mis dans le sommeil? Esau Edom, Isaiah 60. Ok? Esau Edom avec sa déception, toutes les philosophies qu'il apporte, ok, afin de décevoir le monde entier. Ça dit dans le livre d'Apocalypse qu'il a été relâché pendant une petite saison, ok? Il nous a mis à cause de sa déception dans la noirceur, ok, dans le sommeil. Mais maintenant, Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahawashi a signé un temps de réveiller ses élus, ok?
Isaïe 61. Mets-toi debout et deviens lumière, car elle arrive ta lumière, la gloire du Seigneur.
La lumière, c'est quoi? La parole de Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahawashi, ok? Cette parole est la lumière du monde entier, ok? Elle ne peut pas être cachée, ok? Elle doit être dévoilée. C'est elle qui découvre la noirceur, ok? C'est elle qui enlève la couverture que ce diable a mis sur le monde entier. Quand on parle du diable, on parle de Esau Edom, ok? Le soi-disant blanc. Alright, qui règne présentement dans le monde entier. Alright, continue.
Sur toi s'est levé. Voici qu'en effet, les ténèbres couvrent la terre.
Right, les ténèbres couvrent la terre. Continue.
Et un brouillard les cités. Mais sur toi, le Seigneur va se lever.
Right. Et le Seigneur se lève. Ok? Le Seigneur nous a réveillés encore une fois. Alright? Le Seigneur nous a dit les plans de ce diable. Il nous révèle les secrets. Ok? Il nous révèle les prophéties. Alright? Il nous révèle que la marque de la bête, c'est la puce. Okay? Il nous révèle que la troisième guerre mondiale va venir. Il nous révèle que nous approchons le temps de l'angoisse de Jacob. Okay? Jacob's trouble. Okay? Qui sera un temps incomparable à n'importe quel temps. Okay? Il nous révèle la famine qui va venir. Alright? Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahawashi nous donne faveur. Il nous conforte avec son Esprit Saint.
That's right.
Mais sur toi, le Seigneur va se lever. Et sa gloire sur toi est revenue.
Right, sa gloire est venue. On parle ici aux élus. Alright, on parle ici aux élus parce que le message va principalement aux élus. Okay? Mais tout le monde va encore entendre ce message, mais seulement les élus vont prendre compte de ce message et se convertir, repentir au nom de Yahweh et au nom de son fils Yahawashi. Alright?
Premier Testament. Matthieu 5 et verset 14. Vous êtes la lumière du monde, une ville. Matthieu 5 et verset 14. Vous êtes la lumière du monde, une ville située, une montagne ne peut être cachée.
Une ville située sur une montagne ne peut être cachée. Une ville qui a la lumière ne peut être cachée. Alright? Et nous représentons cette ville, ok? En espérant être les choisis de Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahawashi, ok? C'est pour ça que nous sommes diligents nous faisons preuve de diligence, ok, nous poussons sa parole le plus que nous pouvons afin d'être choisis, afin d'être héritiers de son royaume. Alright? Alright? Donc on doit prévenir le monde de ce qui va venir. Alright?
Luc 16 et verset 8. Le maître loua l'économe infidèle de ce qu'il avait agi prudemment, car les enfants de ce siècle sont plus prudents à l'égard de leurs semblables que ne le sont les enfants de la lumière.
Right. Donc les enfants de ce siècle, parlant des Édomites, ceux qui règnent présentement, okay, font preuve de plus de sagesse que les enfants de la lumière, parlant des Israélites. Okay, le peuple avec qui Yahweh Bashmiosha a fait alliance. Okay? Pourquoi est-ce qu'ils font preuve de plus de sagesse? Parce qu'ils savent que la marque de la bête, c'est la plus. Okay? Ils prennent certaines précautions. Mais le peuple d'Israël sont perdus. Okay? Ils sont dans la complète noirceur. Alright? Ils refusent d'écouter le message des prophètes. Okay? Ils refusent de se repentir. Alright? Et pour ceci, ils vont payer dans les temps qui vont venir. Alright?
Jérémie 4 et 22. Oui, mon peuple est bête. Ils ne se connaissent pas. Ce sont des enfants bornés. Ils ne peuvent rien comprendre. Ils sont habiles à faire le mal, faire le bien. Ils ne savent pas. Jérémie 4 et 22. Oui, mon peuple est bête. Ils ne connaissent pas. Ils ne me connaissent pas. Ce sont des enfants bornés.
Right, comment est-ce qu'ils vont connaître le Tout-Puissant? Par l'entremise des prophètes, ok? En prenant compte des paroles de Yahweh Shemiel. Ok? L'esprit de Yahweh Shemiel est ici présentement.
That's right.
Okay, sur la planète Terre, man. Ok? Mais eux, ils refusent de se convertir. Ok? Ils décident d'aller shop durant le samedi. Ok? Marcher à droite et à gauche, allant nulle part. Ok? Ne sachant pas que Yahweh Shemiel est en train de crier.
Ils ne peuvent rien comprendre. Ils sont habiles à faire le mal, faire le bien, ils ne savent pas.
Ouais, ils sont habiles à faire le mal, mais faire le bien, ils ne savent pas. Okay? Quand ça vient à vendre des drogues, ils savent qu'ils sont les professionnels. Quand ça vient à rapper, ils sont les professionnels. Okay? Mais quand ça vient à changer leur manière de se convertir au nom de Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, ils ne veulent rien savoir. Okay? Ils décident de se marier avec Israël. Okay? De se joindre avec Israël. Okay? Ne sachant pas que Israël, son siècle vient à la fin. 4 Esdras 6 et 9. Okay? Isa est la fin de ce siècle et Jacob est le début de celui qui va suivre. Okay? Yahushua va venir installer son royaume. Okay? Yahushua va venir établir l'ordre. Yahushua va venir mettre en place les lois, les statuts, les commandements qu'il a annoncés dès le début. Okay?
Matthieu 11 et verset 16. À qui comparais-je cette génération? Elle ressemble à des enfants assis dans des places publiques et qui s'adressent à d'autres enfants, disant: nous vous avez joué de la flûte et vous n'avez pas dansé.
Ouais, la flûte représente ces chansons, ces belles chansons qu'on est en train de chanter. Parce que ces chansons aiment votre confort, mais ils refusent de prendre compte.
Nous avons chanté des complètes et vous ne vous êtes pas lamentés. Car Jean est venu ne mangeant ni ne buvant. Et ils disent: il a un démon, le fils de l'homme.
Right. Oh, beautiful. Alright? On leur chante ces chansons, comme Yahushua, lorsqu'il chantait ces chansons, il proclamait la parole, il guérissait, ok? Il faisait des miracles. Ils ont dit que c'était un diable. La même chose qu'ils vont dire des prophètes de Yahweh Shemiel. Ils vont nous traiter de diable, ils vont nous persécuter. Ok? Pourquoi? Parce que nos pensées, qui sont les pensées de Yahushua, viennent contre leurs pensées, qui sont les pensées du diable. Ok? Eux, ils sont pour l'homme qui couche avec l'homme. Ils sont pour que l'homme change de sexe, que la femme change de sexe. Ok? Ils sont pour que l'homme couche avec une bête. Ok? Ils sont pour ces abominations. Alright? Et nous dénonçons ces abominations au nom de Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Pour ces raisons, ils vont nous persécuter. Alright? Ça dit ici, ça dit, bats-toi pour la vérité jusqu'à la mort. Ok? Et jusqu'à la mort, on va se tenir en droit. Ok? Et nous sommes, et Yahweh Bashim Yahushua est notre témoin. Alright?
Verset 19. Le Fils de l'homme est venu mangeant et buvant, et ils disent, c'est un mangeur et un buveur, un ami des publicains et des gens de mauvaise vie. Mais la sagesse a été justifiée par ses œuvres.
That's right. La sagesse a été justifiée par ses œuvres. Ok?
Jérémie 6 et 10. Qui écoutera ma parole?
Sur le passage que le frère vient de lire, ok? Ça veut dire que tu ne peux pas gagner avec ces gens-là. Tu ne peux pas gagner. Tu fais quelque chose, ils vont te persécuter. Tu fais une autre bonne action, ils vont te persécuter. Ok? La meilleure chose, c'est de se séparer. Quand l'Écriture dit sanctifie-toi, ça signifie sépare-toi de ce monde, man. Ok? Parce que ce n'est pas ton repos. Tu ne peux pas gagner dans ce monde. Ok?
Jérémie 16, Jérémie 15 et 18. C'est là que Jean 15 et 18. Si le monde vous haït, sachez qu'il m'a haï le premier. Si vous étiez du monde, le monde aimerait celui qui lui appartenait.
Ouais, tout comme ils ont haï Yahushua, ils vont détester ceux qui viennent avec le témoignage de Yahushua. Ok, le serviteur n'est pas plus grand que le maître. Ok, continuez.
Mais vous n'êtes pas du monde. C'est moi qui vous ai mis à part du monde. Et voilà pourquoi le monde vous haït.
C'est pour ça qu'ils nous détestent, ok? Parce que les paroles que nous prophétisons, que nous prêchons, sont contre leur philosophie, leur croyance. Mais il y a combien de dieux? Ok? Est-ce qu'il y a 5 dieux? Est-ce qu'il y a 6 dieux? Ok, il y a 7 dieux. Non, il y a un seul pouvoir. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Et c'est lui qui a choisi des hommes afin d'établir, de dévoiler sa parole. Ok?
Jérémie 5, Jérémie 6 et 10. Qui écoutera ma parole, mes attestations? Hélas, leur oreille est incirconcis. Ils ne peuvent pas être réceptifs. Ils ont considéré la parole du Seigneur comme une insulte. Ils ne veulent pas.
Ouais, ils ont considéré ce témoignage, cette belle chanson qui a dit. Ils ont considéré ce témoignage comme une insulte, comme quelque chose qui n'allait pas leur profiter. Ok? Ce qui prouve que les gens sont contraires, les gens de ce monde sont contraires. Alright? Qui est responsable de ça? On vient de lire. Esau Edom, man. Isaiah 29 dit il a tourné les choses à l'envers. Ok? Les choses sont à l'envers. Ok? À cause de Esau Edom, man. Ok? Et pour cette raison, les gens sont aveugles.
Osée 4 et 6. Mon peuple est détruit par manque de connaissance. Parce que tu as rejeté la connaissance, de même je te rejetterai.
Ouais, on parle de quelle connaissance? La connaissance de la parole de Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, de son témoignage. Ok? Le peuple a rejeté cette connaissance, il a rejeté cette sagesse. Alright? Continue.
Afin que tu ne me sois plus prête, puisque tu as oublié la loi de ton Dieu, moi aussi j'oublierai tes enfants.
That's right. So Yahweh Bashim Yahushua va oublier leurs enfants. Lis cette dernière partie,
Ok. Afin que tu ne me sois plus prête, puisque tu as oublié la loi de ton Dieu, moi aussi j'oublierai tes enfants.
Right. So Yahweh Bashim Yahushua en fait va tourner sa face contre Israël. Okay? Les Écritures disent que le jugement va commencer avec les Israélites. 1 Pierre 4 et 17. Okay? Ézéchiel 9 et 4. Okay? Le jugement va commencer par les Israélites. 2 tiers des Israélites vont périr. Okay? De quelle manière? Jérémie 15. Okay? Ça dit que Yahweh Bashim Yahushua a planifié 4 sortes de jugements.
That's right.
Okay? La famine, la captivité, les bêtes sauvages qui vont vous dévorer. Ok? Bien sûr, le glaïf. Qui est le glaïf? Esau Edom, man. Ok? Celui qui se réjouit à verser ton sang. Ok? Soudainement, tu as oublié qu'il y a même pas... il n'y a même pas 100 ans, il était en train de te pendre, man. Ok?
Il y a une femme qui connaît qui son visage était mangé par un chien. Tu vois? So, elle était une personne qui marchait les chiens. Et un de les chiens, un jour, il a tourné sur elle. Actually, les deux chiens ont tourné sur elle. Ok? Elle mangeait la face. Maintenant, elle n'a pas un nez, elle n'a pas des lèvres. Ok? So, et les personnes disent oh, merci à Dieu qu'elle est encore vive. Ça c'est pire que mort. De vivre comme une femelle avec pas de nez, pas de lèvres. Tu vois?
Right, so, et qui est responsable de ceci? Yahweh Bashmi Yahushai. Ça dit, connaissant la terreur du Tout-Puissant, on essaie de vous persuader. Ok? Parce qu'en lisant les Écritures, tu comprends que Yahweh Bashmi Yahushai est un pouvoir terrible. Ok? Al-Shaddai. Al-Shaddai. Alright? Ok?
Hébreux 10, 31. C'est une chose effroyable que de tomber entre les mains du Dieu vivant, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai.
Effroyable. Parce que le Tout-Puissant est très créatif dans ses jugements. Ok? On a vu, le frère nous a montré il y a quelques mois comment Yahweh Bashim Yahushai a coupé une montagne et a fait la montagne tomber sur un bateau. Ok? Qui est responsable de ça? Ok? Le Tout-Puissant.
Right.
Ok? Ça dit dans les Écritures que je crée la lumière, je crée la noirceur. Je crée la paix et je crée le mal. Ok? Lui, le Tout-Puissant, crée toutes ces choses. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai est responsable de créer la noirceur. Il est responsable de mettre la masse de la population dans la noirceur. Ignorant son témoignage, ignorant sa volonté, ignorant son nom. Ok? Il est aussi responsable d'avoir allumé et mis dans la lumière ses prophètes. Ok?
Amos 3 et verset 6. Chantons de la trompette dans une ville sans que le peuple soit dans l'épouvante. Arrive-t-il un malheur dans une ville sans que l'Éternel soit l'auteur?
L'auteur est Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. C'est lui qui est en train de diriger ce film où nous vivons. Ok? Celui qui établit les différents rôles. Ok? Celui qui dit quand un empereur va monter, quand est-ce qu'un empereur va tomber. Ok? Maintenant nous sommes en train de... nous sommes témoins de la chute du royaume de Israël. Ok? L'établissement, ok? L'élèvement du royaume de Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, le royaume d'Israël. Ok?
Lamentation 3 et verset 38. N'est-ce pas de la volonté du Très-Haut que viennent les maux et les biens? Lamentation 3 et verset 38. N'est-ce pas de la volonté du Très-Haut? Verset 37. Qui dira d'une chose arrive sans que le Seigneur l'ait ordonné? N'est-ce pas de la volonté du Très-Haut que viennent les maux et les biens?
Yahweh Bashim Yahushai est responsable des obstacles. Le Tout-Puissant est responsable de l'angoisse de Jacob qui va venir.
Isaïe 54, 16. Voici, j'ai créé le forgeron qui souffle le charbon dans le feu et qui forme un instrument pour son ouvrage.
Et c'est qui le forgeron? Ça parle de ces Édomites qui sont dans les laboratoires en train de créer ces armes nucléaires, okay, que l'on va voir lancées sur l'Amérique, en Israël et dans les autres pays où ils doivent atteindre. Okay? Ce qui va créer quoi? Les temps de feu. Okay? Babylone, qui est spirituellement Amérique, sera dans un étang de feu. Okay? Elle va brûler à jamais. Alright? Et tous ceux qui se trouvent en Amérique vont périr aussi.
That's right.
Alright? Seuls les élus, okay, de la nation d'Israël qui se sont convertis à Yahweh Bashim Yahushai seront sauvés. Le reste, vous allez brûler.
Can't wait.
Alright?
Et j'ai créé le destructeur pour anéantir. Aucune arme formée contre toi ne réussira.
That's right. So, encore une fois, ça part de la balance de Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Ok? Un tiers sera sauvé, 2 tiers mourra. Ok? De la nation d'Israël.
Et tu condamneras toute langue qui se lèvera contre toi.
That's right. So, tous ceux qui sont en train de se moquer de nous, tous ceux qui sont en train de nous douter, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai en fait. Ok? Eh bien, on va les condamner.
That's
ok?
right.
N'est-ce pas écrit dans les Écritures que vous allez juger? Ok? Vous allez juger les anges. Ok? Donc on va dire aux anges d'aller exécuter des jugements. Ok? Au nom de Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai.
Un jugement, c'est l'héritage des serviteurs du Seigneur Yahweh Bashim Yahushai et leur récitude vient de moi, dit le Seigneur.
Right, so la droiture vient de Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Pas de nos propres actions, pas de notre propre volonté. Yahweh Shai est notre droiture. C'est à cause de Yahweh Shai que le Tout-Puissant nous donne faveur. Ok?
Ézéchiel 5 et verset 8. À cause de cela, ainsi parle le Seigneur l'Éternel. Voici, j'en veux à toi et que j'exécuterai au milieu de toi mes jugements sur les yeux des nations.
That's right, that's right.
Parlons aux Israélites, ok? Les impies des Israélites, ceux qui se sont joints aux Édomites. Parce que les Édomites, ils vont périr. Hein? Tout comme les 2 tiers vont périr parce qu'ils ont suivi Israël. Prends Révélation 13 et 15, tu dois prendre ça. Ok? Comment est-ce qu'ils vont suivre? Quelle sera la prophétie? Quelle sera la décision finale qui va leur convaincre, qu'ils sont joints avec Israël? Lorsqu'ils vont prendre la marque de la bête. Ok? Right? Quand tu prends cette marque, tu dis que, en gros, tu dis que Yahushua ne peut pas te sauver. Yahushua n'est pas capable de te sauver. En gros, c'est ce que cela signifie. Alright? On a le témoignage qui prouve que Yahushua a sauvé à plusieurs reprises son peuple en Égypte, là, en Sodome et Gomorrhe. Ok? Noah, ok? N'est-ce pas Yahushua qui a fermé la porte de l'arc? Ok? Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Alright? Yahweh Bashim Yahushua va faire la même chose, même encore plus grandiose dans les temps où nous arrivons. Ok? Et nous attendons qu'il nous délivre.
That's right.
Nous croyons ça.
Verset 9. À cause de toutes des abominations, je te ferai ce que je n'ai point encore fait, ce que je ne ferai jamais. C'est pourquoi des pères mangeront leurs enfants. Ézéchiel 5 et verset 9. À cause de toutes tes abominations, je te ferai ce que je n'ai point encore fait, ce que je ne ferai jamais. C'est pourquoi des pères mangeront leurs enfants au milieu de toi.
Ça parle de quoi? Ça parle de cannibalisme. Hein? Ok? Ça va revenir sur la planète Terre. Ok? Continue.
Et des enfants mangeront leur père. J'exécuterai mes jugements contre toi et je disperserai à tous les vents tout ce qui restera de toi.
That's right. Ok?
Luc 19 et 27. Quant à mes ennemis, ces gens qui ne veulent pas que je règne sur eux, amenez-les ici et égorgez-les devant moi.
Right, parce que Yahweh Bashim Yahushua ne se réjouit pas de ceux qui s'opposent à lui. C'est un homme de guerre, ok? Et il nous forme comme des hommes de guerre, ok? Tous ceux qui viennent comme nous, franchement, on les haït aussi.
That's right.
David l'a dit, Psaume 139, ne les déteste pas, ceux qui te détestent, je les déteste profondément. Alright?
Apocalypse 13 et 15. Il lui fut donné d'animer l'image de la bête, de sorte qu'elle ait même la parole et fasse mettre à mort quiconque n'adorait pas l'image de la bête.
Ouais, ça c'est les plans de Israël, ok, afin d'établir son royaume, son royaume perpétuellement. Il va tenter de rendre la marque de la bête mandatoire, ok. Il va forcer tout le monde à prendre ses puces afin qu'ils soient joints à lui, alright. Et ceux qui ne vont pas se conformer à sa volonté, il va les tuer. Ok? Ça dit quoi? Ça dit que certains seront martyrs, mais Yahushua a dit qu'il y en aura quelques-uns d'entre vous qui ne périront pas. Ok?
Verset 16. À tous, petits et grands, riches et pauvres, hommes libres et esclaves, elle impose une marque sur la main droite ou sur le front, et nul ne pourra acheter ou vendre s'il ne prend pas la marque, le nom de la bête ou le chiffre de son nom.
That's right. Ok? So personne ne pourra fonctionner dans sa société si tu ne prends pas la marque de la bête. Alright? Ok? Mais on a des nouvelles pour vous. Tu prends la marque de la bête, tu vas mourir. Ok?
Apocalypse 14 et verset 9. Et un troisième ange l'a suivi en disant d'une voix forte, si quelqu'un adore la bête et son image et reçoit une marque sur son front ou sur sa main, il boira lui aussi du vin de la fureur de Dieu.
Right. Est-ce que Issa peut te sauver de ça? Est-ce que Issa peut te sauver de ça?
Versé sans mélange dans la coupe de sa colère, et il sera tourmenté dans le feu et le souffle devant les saints anges et devant l'agneau. Et la fumée de leur tourment monte au siècle des siècles, et ils n'ont de repos ni jour ni nuit, ceux qui adorent la bête et son image, et quiconque reçoit la marque sur son nom, de son nom.
Go ahead. Go wrap up. I gotta speak to somebody.
Alright, so écoute, regarde, tu prends la marque de la bête, tu vas périr. Tu fais confiance à Israël, tu vas périr, man. Alright? Tu vas rencontrer Yahushua.
That's right.
1 Thessaloniciens 5 et 4. Mais vous, frères, vous n'êtes pas dans les ténèbres, parce que ce jour, pour que ce jour vous surprenne comme un voleur. Tous, en effet, vous êtes les fils de la lumière, les fils du jour.
Yahushua nous a donné son témoignage, ce qui est notre lumière, ce qui nous exerce. Il nous donne les yeux pour voir, les oreilles pour entendre, afin de voir ce qui va se produire, afin de nous protéger de ce qui va venir. Au nom de Yahushua, on va conclure en donnant tout honneur, toute gloire à
Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bashim Mokakodash.
Tout l'honneur et expose à faute de Dieu, non sans shalom aux ennemis.
Okay, so you're keeping that like that? You're keeping yours on the way? Keep yours on the way. Turn it off. It's good. It's on? Yeah. Okay, all right. Shalom. Right, where the Hebrew Israelites here to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom, they speak about the upliftment of God's chosen people, which are you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the scattered around the earth. You are the chosen Israelites, and the Lord is coming back only to deliver you, all right, and coming to take down our enemies, man. Thus saith the scriptures. So first and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor
to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bashim Mokakodash.
All right. And we want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations and much love to you, Akim, out there pushing this word out. The truth and sincerity, man. All right, get me Revelations. All right, get me Revelations, the second chapter. Okay, dealing with around the 20-something verse. They're dealing with the ones that overcome, man. Okay, because we're finna. These people are stuck. They're stuck here in the word, man. Beautiful. All right, because at the end of the day, the Lord is gonna exalt His people.
That's
okay,
right.
and He's gonna raise up the elect out of His people to rule in the kingdom to come. Okay, but only the elect. The rest of our people are gonna die. Go ahead.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 2 and verse 25.
Yep.
But that which you have already, hold fast till I come.
Yep.
And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations.
Right, He will give power over the nations, showing you that He's gonna be ruling the other nations. All right, showing you this is an Israelite of the elect that's going to be ruling these other people. Okay, get me Revelations 13 and 9. Get me Isaiah the second chapter. Go ahead. Start with Revelations 13 and 9 first. Go ahead.
Revelation 13 and verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Hold on. Didn't they lead us into captivity, these Edomites? Right? These so-called white people, which are Edomites according to the Bible. Yeah, so they're going to have to go into captivity, thus saith the scriptures. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it, man. Go ahead.
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
Right, this is our patience and the faith of the saints, man, which are the Israelites. How come the Christians don't speak about this? This is a major prophecy that has to take place. All right, get me Isaiah the 2nd chapter. But first get me, you know what? First get me Isaiah the 14th chapter. All right, let's get Isaiah 14 and verse 2. Okay,
The book of Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids.
Right, so we're going to possess these Edomites and these other nations for servants and handmaids, man. That's slavery that's going to be taking place in the kingdom of heaven. Go ahead.
And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were.
Right, were we not captive under these devils? All right, so the prophecies are going to come to pass, no matter what they say about it. Go ahead.
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
And they shall rule over their oppressors, man. No matter what the nation is, whether it's an Ishmaelite, a so-called Arab, East Indian, an Elamite, all these other nations are going to be under us, man. All right, the so-called Chinese, all these other nations are going to be under us, man. Okay. Matter of fact, get me what you got? Yeah, Isaiah 2. Yeah, read that. Read that.
And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains and shall be exalted above the hills.
So the mountain represents what? The government. So our government is going to be above all these other governments, man, starting with Yahweh Shai. Okay? And we're going to be exalted above them. Go ahead.
And all nations shall flow unto it.
Keep going.
And many people shall go and say, Come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the power of Jacob. And he will teach us of his ways.
So we're gonna have to teach these other nations the ways of righteousness. They're gonna have to learn from us. Okay? Which that's not happening now. So you know those are not the people. Alright? They're imposters. Okay, that's fraud. That's identity theft that they did, man. Okay? Go ahead.
And we will walk in this path. For out of Zion shall go forth the law.
Is the law going forth out of the land of Israel right now? Are they putting homos to sleep? No, they're not. Okay, they have gay parades going on. They got their kosher pig. They got pedophilia going on. All kind of wickedness is going on out here, man. All right. So that's definitely not the people of the Lord, man. Okay, go ahead.
The book of Isaiah chapter 26 and 10. Let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness.
Yeah, let favor be shown to the wicked, let he not learn righteousness. Okay, go ahead.
In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly.
Which is what? The land of Israel. They're dealing unjustly with those people out there, man. Look at what they're even doing to those Palestinians. Those are heathens, but that just shows you how they deal, man. They said, oh, we're going to take this much land, and before you know it, they have basically all the landowners. Okay? So they're liars. And that's in Esau's nature. That's in these Edomites' natures to be liars, man. Okay? You see? Even this whole thing you see here, this Ukraine march, this is all hypocrisy, man. Okay? Because what does America do? They go around and they murder way more than Putin has ever murdered in his life. America's went and destroyed, what, almost 100,000 civilians in Afghanistan, man? Women and children? And they want to march about some goddamn Ukraine? To hell with Ukraine, man. Alright? May Putin destroy all them Edomites, man. You see? Because he's an Edomite too. The Lord's using him for his purpose, man. Give me Ezekiel 38. Give me Jeremiah the 50th chapter, man. Alright? These Edomites are full of hypocrisy, man. Alright?
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 38, and verse 2.
Yep.
Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog.
Gog is what? Gog is where Russia is today. Alright? This is a prophecy that Russia's going to be going against America. Keep going.
The chief prince of Meshash and Tubal and prophesy against him.
Yep.
And say, Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshash and Tubal.
I am against thee, O Gog. Alright, so he's against Russia too, but he's definitely against America. Alright, go ahead. Keep going.
And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and will bring thee forth and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor.
What does it mean he will put hooks in his jaw? That means he will bring him back to his old spirit, that old USSR spirit, man. Okay, now they're getting more rowdy. They're gathering up their allies, right? The Ukraine, the different places in Africa, South Africa, Ethiopia. All right, you got Libya. All right, Iran, China, and they're getting together and they're getting ready to fight against the war, which is America. Go ahead.
It says, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords.
Right. Meaning what? Weaponry. Okay. When you have to bring that to modern day time. This is a prophecy. They didn't have the weaponry we have today. So they describe it as the weaponry they had back then. Go ahead.
Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmets.
Right. Go ahead. So showing you that's their allies. Keep going.
It says, Gomer and all his bands.
Gomer's dealing with Turkey. These people are all allied to Russia. Okay, they're going to come against America. Go ahead.
The house of Togarmah of the north quarters and all his bands, and many people with thee. Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them.
Yeah. Right. So, and he is a guard unto them. That's why what they did was strategic. They were helping out these different nations, bringing their people into school when America was destroying them. All right, or just let them out to dry. They were actually out there helping, like South Africa. All right. They were building up, bringing them to school in Russia, helping them to grow, But America left them out to dry when colonization and apartheid was happening. So they remember that. Okay, so what are they going to do in the latter day? They're going to go against America. Okay, they're saying it. They're saying to hell with America. We're rolling with Russia. Go ahead.
Verse 10, thus said the Lord, power, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, shall also come to pass, that at the same time shall things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought.
Right, that evil thought is going to be those nuclear missiles he's going to shoot out. Okay,
That's right.
And thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages.
That's America. The land of all unwalled villages is America. Okay, go ahead.
I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely.
Tell me they're not at rest in America. All right? They haven't been touched yet. Okay, that's why it's called the virgin daughter of Babylon. They haven't been touched yet by war. All right? They went up in all these different countries, man. All right? Vietnam and all these countries. Basically, there's only 3 countries that America did not invade. And they're trying to pull this hypocrisy like Russia's so bad. You devils do the same thing, man. Okay, so that's nothing but hypocrisy, man. Go ahead.
That dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls and having neither bars nor gates. To take a spoil and to take a prey. To turn thine hand upon the desolate places.
And what represents those bars and those gates and the wall? That also represents what your missile defense system is inactive. It's not capable to defend against what Russia and these other nations have. They're behind. They're like 13 years behind. Okay? So the Lord has set them up to be destroyed, man. Go ahead.
And upon the people that are gathered out of the nations, which have gone cattle and goods that dwell in the midst of the land.
Right. Give me Isaiah 34. Go ahead, what you got?
It's the book of Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold...
The Medes are the Russians, okay? That's where Magog and Gog was, and those are known as the Medes, all right? So they're not going to require... After a while, they're going to try to make a deal to try to calm things down. It's not going to work, because the Lord is going to harden their heart. He's going to put a spirit on them, man. Go ahead.
And they shall not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb.
Right, they're not going to care about women, children, families. They don't give a damn. Even the people of theirs that's in there, they ain't going to care about. Okay? Because their attitude is going to be, you should have got out. You should have came and joined us, man. All right, go ahead.
Their eye also shall not spare children, and Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
It's going to be burnt up. Okay, and why was Sodom and Gomorrah burnt up? For the freakism, homosexuality, all right? Switching of gender roles, all these different things were starting to go on in Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay? But now look at America. America's the king of that. America didn't surpass Sodom. Right? Like there's this one person who said that if the Most High doesn't destroy America, he owes Sodom and Gomorrah an apology, man. Okay? That would be hypocrisy, which the Lord is not a hypocrite. Okay, go ahead. What you got, boys?
All
Revelation 18 and verse 5, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquities.
Yeah, her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquities, man. So the Lord does not forget the iniquities of you Edomites, man. Nor has he forgotten the iniquities of America. That's why America is going to be completely destroyed. And you Edomites are going to go into captivity, every one of you. All right? No, but it wasn't me. No, all of you going into captivity. Thus saith the prophecy.
That's right.
All right?
That's right.
Go ahead.
Isaiah 34 and verse 1.
Yep.
Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people.
Yep, hearken, listen. All right, go ahead.
Let the earth hear, and all that is therein. The world and all the things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath devised them to the slaughter. They're slain also.
Well, what's going to happen? World War III. Because the Lord's going to set it up, man. All right? The Lord's going to set up. He's setting up World War III right now. He's setting up the tension, regardless of what their plans are. There's really a struggle for the power of the New World Order, the NWO, man. Okay? They might be trying to work together in some cases, but ultimately there's a power struggle, man. Somebody wants to be the head of that system, man. Okay? One of those powers, man. All right? Go ahead.
Verse 3, their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and mountains shall be melted with their blood, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll.
What's going to dissolve the elements? That's going to be that nuclear fire, man. All right? The Lord had everything written from the beginning, man. He knew about the nuclear missiles before they were created. Okay? And he put it in their mind to create it. All right? He used the devil, these Edomites, these so-called white people, to create this destructive instrument, because the Lord knows he's destructive. So he's going to destroy himself with his own weapon, man. All right? Keep going.
And all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth off the vine, and as the falling fig from the fig tree. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, and upon the people of my curse to judgment.
The sword being bathed in heaven, meaning the nuclear missile is going to go into the outer atmosphere and come back down. Okay, that's what it means. It's going to be bathed in heaven. Go ahead.
Verse 6, the sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness.
Meaning what? It's going to kill a lot of people. Go ahead.
And with the blood of lambs and goats, and the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord had the sacrifice in Basra.
Basra represents America. Okay, there's going to be a great sacrifice in America, man. Thus saith the Lord.
That's right.
And what? America's going to be destroyed. And everyone that's in America is going to die. If you're not of the elect. Okay, only the elect is going to be beamed up, man. Go ahead.
And a great slaughter in the land of Idumea.
Yep. Yep. A little bit more.
Verse 7, and the unicorn shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made fat with fatness. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance, and the year of recompense for the controversy of Zion.
Woo, so why is the Lord doing this? It's for the controversy of Zion, man. See, you Edomites made a big mistake when you touched the children of Israel, man. And the thing is, you knew what you were doing, man. Okay? You made a huge mistake, man. The Lord got something coming for you, man. All right? What you got, bro?
This is the book of Joel, chapter 2 and 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand. A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness.
Yeah, and there's a dark cloud over America. Okay? There's a dark cloud over America. I believe there was an article that said that. Okay, but it's going to get darker. It's going to get very much darker. Not just America, but all these Edomite countries, man. Canada, UK, Sweden, all these Edomite places, man. All right? You see, the Lord is bringing curses upon you, okay, because of your wickedness. You thought you got away. You didn't get away, man. The Lord recorded everything's recorded. It's on video, yo. The Lord, you're not getting away with nothing, man. All right? Go ahead.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 3 and verse 33.
Yep.
The curse of the Lord is in the house of the wicked,
but he blessed the habitation
All
of the
kind
just.
of bug outs today, man. There's like a group like this. Bug outs everywhere, man. Go ahead, Slovakia. Go ahead. Man. Got these guys screaming, that guy's screaming. Bug outs. None of them are talking about the prophecies. None of them are talking about what's going on in the earth, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Back to Joel chapter 2 and verse 2. It says, a day of darkness and of gloominess,
Yep.
a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains.
Yep.
A great people and a strong, there hath not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations.
Keep going.
A fire devoureth before them.
A fire. What does that fire represent? That represents nuclear fire. When those missiles hit, it's going to be nuclear fire that's going to devour before them. Go ahead.
And behind them a flame burneth.
Yep.
The land is as the Garden of Eden before them.
Meaning what? There's a certain part where it didn't hit yet. The fire didn't hit yet. So it's like the Garden of Eden. In other words, is they see greenery, they see trees, but the fire is coming. Like when you watch those movies, the wave of fire destroys everything. Go ahead. Terminator 2 is a good example. Go ahead.
And behind them a desolate wilderness.
Behind them, meaning what? The fire devoured it. Okay? The nuclear fire. Go ahead.
Yea, and nothing shall escape them.
Nothing is going to escape this nuclear fire, man. All right? Except for the elect. Okay? Anything that's on the ground is not going to escape. You can't escape that. You can't go in your bunkers and escape. I don't care how deep it is, man. That's going to be your graveyard. Okay? The Lord is setting you people up, man. Go ahead.
The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run.
Yep.
Like the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains, shall they leap. Like the noise of a flame of fire that devoured the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array.
Right, so that's speaking about the nuclear missiles. Okay? What you got, bro?
This is Isaiah 14 and verse 23. I will also make it a possession for the bitter, and pools of water. I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, said the Lord of hosts.
Yes, sir. You're gonna be struck with that destruction. Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 50 and verse 31. Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud, said the Lord, power of hosts.
That's speaking of you Edomites, man. So-called white people. You're known as the most proud in the Bible. Okay? Which is not a good thing. All right? It's talking about that wicked pride, that arrogance. Go ahead.
For thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee.
Well, the Lord is going to visit you, man.
That's right.
The Lord didn't forget, man. He didn't forget nothing, man. He didn't forget not one thing. Go ahead. No videos, please. No videos, please.
You're on the street.
Yeah, well, so you're on the okay, can I take a video of you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, well, I don't want to take a video of me.
You're on the public street.
It doesn't matter, man. I'm asking you nicely.
You are out in the
You see,
public.
you Edomites. You see, you the problem with you Edomites. I'm gonna tell you the problem with you. I'm gonna tell you the problem with you Edomites. You Edomites are proud. You Edomites are arrogant. Give me Obadiah. Let me read this guy's future. Yeah, you can record this. Record it. No, go ahead and record it. No, go ahead and record it. No, go ahead and record it. Go ahead and record it.
I'll scream back.
Record it, you devil. Go ahead.
This is the book of Obadiah,
You're all going to hell.
chapter 1,
Yep. This is your future. This is your future. This is your future. Listen up.
and
Go
verse
ahead.
1, the vision of Obadiah.
Yep.
Thus saith the Lord power concerning Edom.
Uh-huh.
We have heard a rumor from the Lord,
Yep.
and an
Listen up,
ambassador
listen
is
up.
sent among the heathen.
Why you running, man? Listen up.
Arise ye and let us rise up against her in battle.
Uh-huh.
Behold,
Oh, he's running. Why are you running? Why don't you take the recording?
I have made thee small among
Yep.
the heathen.
I made you small. You're becoming despised amongst the heathen. Go ahead.
Thou art greatly despised.
Yeah, that's why India's running up against you guys, coming up against you, talking about the wickedness of America, of you so-called white people, man. All right, and all the things that you've done to the indigenous people, all right, the so-called blacks and the rest of the people around the earth, man. Okay? And you're being revealed now, man. This is the time of you Edomites being revealed, man. Go ahead.
The pride of thine heart hath deceived
You
thee.
see that devil, he was proud, man. He thought he could just come up and record to you on public street. Nigga, if I come in and record you in front of you with your kids and your wife, you're gonna be like, what the hell's your problem, man? So these devils are a bunch of hypocrites, man. All right, these are our cameras. This is our shit. Okay, our things. Through the power of Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay, so these Edomites are proud, man. Go ahead.
Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock,
Yep.
whose habitation is high.
What does the clefts of the rock mean? The caves, man. They're called Caucasian. What does that mean? That means you dwell in the Caucasus Mountains, which are the caves, man. All right, so the Lord is describing you right here. Go ahead.
That says in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
Right, he's so proud, he says, who's going to bring me down? The Lord is bringing you down. Go ahead.
Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle,
Yep.
and though thou set thy
Be
neck
vigilant, be vigilant. Keep your eyes open. Go ahead.
among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, said the Lord.
Right, that's what I bring thee down, saith the Lord, man. Okay? Go ahead.
If these come to thee, If robbers by night,
Yeah.
how art thou cut off?
Right. If thieves came to thee, robbers by night, how would thou cut off, man? Go ahead.
Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? How are the things of Esau searched out?
Right. In other words, the Lord is going to destroy you completely, man. And you're going to be brought to nothing, man.
That's right.
Okay?
That's
the
right.
great gatherers would have left something. The Lord ain't going to leave nothing to you devils, man. You devils are going to be completely destitute, man.
Destroyed.
All right, go ahead.
How are his hidden things sought up?
And by the way, all your riches are going to come to us, man. Because the Lord said, when you gather for the righteous, man. You see that? Go ahead.
All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee.
Well, that's speaking about their allies, man. Their allies, they're coming up against them. Go ahead.
They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him.
Right. Hey, you see that happening now, man. Okay, those that they might have gave some so-called aid to. All right. They're rising up saying, to hell with America, man. What you got, bro?
Proverbs 16 and 18. Pride goeth before destruction, and an haughty spirit before a fall.
Right. These devils are prideful, man. They've been prideful from the beginning. Okay, and that pride is arrogance, man. Okay,
That's
and they're
right.
gonna be destroyed because of it, man. All right, the Lord ain't playing with these devils, man. All right, go ahead.
Sit on
Let's
that.
sit on that.
Obadiah 1 and 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob shame
Hold
shall
on, for
come.
what? For what? Your violence against your brother Jacob. You devils have shown nothing but violence, man. That you might act like you didn't do nothing, man. No, well, look at your history, man. You've done a lot. Okay? You've done a lot. That's why you feel convicted. Okay? So you devils you're being found out now, man. Alright? Go ahead.
Shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever.
Woo, forever. The Lord said he's going to put an end to the Edomite race, man. Okay? That's not my words. That's the Bible's words, man. Coming from Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
Zechariah 2 and 8. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, after the glory had he sent me unto the nations,
Yep.
which spoiled you.
Which spoiled you.
For he that
you were spoiled by these other nations, right? Even going back to Babylon, the ancient Babylon, right? Persia, the Greeks, the Romans, right? And even this modern day Roman Empire now. Go ahead.
For he that touches you touches the apple of his eye.
Woo, so when you touch an Israelite, you're touching the apple of the Heavenly Father's eye when you touch the Israelites, man. So the Lord is going to require that, all right? Go ahead. Got something? What you got, Shaquat? You got something, Shaquat?
This is the
Bring
book
it
of
up.
Job, Job chapter 18 and verse 16. His root shall be dried up from beneath, and above shall his branch be cut off.
Yeah, his root shall be dried up, man. You Edomite's roots is dried up. That's why when the word came out, man, I had to jump in the taxi, man. Why didn't he stick around to hear the word, man? He probably wasn't even planning on getting the taxi. He probably needs to get the bus. He's like, fuck it, I'm hopping in the taxi, man. That's how hot the word is, man. That's how hot the word is, man. He didn't look like he was gonna go get no taxi, but that's the fire of that word, man. That word. The word is sharp.
Fire on his ass.
Okay, what you got,
The
brother?
book of Proverbs chapter 28 and verse 1.
That's right.
The wicked flee when no man pursueth.
Well, that's it. All right. That's why when we come, we stay here. We don't go nowhere. You can come meet us on the corner and speak about what you want to speak about. All right. You understand? And we'll show you through the scriptures the meaning of your thoughts, the meaning of your questions, man. All right, or your disagreements. Got something else? What?
This is the book of Genesis chapter 4 and 12.
Because if you ask these Christians, they ain't gonna answer you no questions, man. They don't know how to act. But let's do an experiment. Anybody go and ask a Christian something about the Bible and come back and ask us? We're gonna have the answers. All right, no matter what you ask.
That's right.
Because the Lord is dealing with us, man. The Lord ain't dealing with these fake plantation Christianity, man. All right, which is the worship of white Jesus, that false Jesus, man. We're dealing with the true Lord, which is Yahweh Shai, the so-called black man with white woolly hair, man.
That's right.
All right, so we're coming in the right spirit. They're coming in a wicked, deceptive, weak spirit, man. Whenever you see a Christian man, he's always weak, and then the woman's bold and masculine, man. That's what the Christian church is all about, man. I know, it's in my family, bro. The man be all weak, clean shaven. The woman's all bold. It's backwards, man. What you got, bro?
Job 15 and 21. A dreadful sound is in his ears. In prosperity, the destroyer shall come upon
The
him.
dreadful sound is this word, this new song, man. It's cutting him up, okay? Inside his spirit. Read that. Who got the two-edged sword?
This is Hebrews 4 and verse 12. For the word of the Most High is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword.
Ooh, the word of the Lord is sharper than any two-edged sword, man. Go ahead.
Piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit.
So it cuts your soul, man. You see? So that's what gave me a wounded. Go ahead.
And of the joints and marrows.
Yep.
And is a discerner of thoughts and intents of the heart.
Well, that's it. So that's why when we bring it out, they get hurt. Okay? They get hurt through the spirit, man. We don't gotta fight nobody. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But by the end of the day, this word is more effective than anything you could do to somebody, man. When you got the truth, when you can break it down right. Those Christians don't have the answers of the Bible, man. I challenge anybody to go ask them a question and then come and ask us, man. They're gonna give you fluff and puff, man. Oh, Jesus, love, 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 love. The Bible's not all love, man. Don't you know the Lord flooded the whole earth, man, and left 8 people? Was that love? No. The Lord deals with judgment too, all right? And he's bringing judgment to you wicked people, man.
That's right.
All right? For the controversy of Zion. Go ahead.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 18 and verse 14.
Yes, sir.
The spirit of a man will sustain his infirmity.
Right.
But a wounded spirit, who can bear?
You see, when your spirit is wounded, you can't bear that. That's why these Edomites are bugging out. You had that right-wing devil. What's his name, man? He was one of them alt-right Edomites, man. Okay, he was breaking down on the camera. Oh, they're taking it away from us. He was breaking down because truth say he's hearing this word too. All these guys are hearing the prophets speak, man. That's why he said, yeah, and I'm complaining about it. Because who's getting on him for complaining? Us. All right, because these devils are a bunch of hypocrites, man. What you got, bro?
This is 2 Thessalonians 2 and verse 8. And verse 7. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work.
Yep.
Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And then...
No, keep going. He who now will let is the Heavenly Father. He's allowing him to rule for now. Go ahead.
And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
Oh, that's what's his name? That guy there. That one dude. Got his name, but he deals with that Christ ministry. He's stupid. He admitted that. Go ahead, man. Read.
Whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
Right. Which the spirit of his mouth is his prophets, man. We're bringing down this kingdom spiritually through the words first, man.
That's right.
All right, and it's bringing forth truth out of the earth, man. Now you have people in mainstream saying things that we've been saying years ago, man. Because that's the spirit of the Lord working, man. Okay? What you got, bro?
This is the book of 2 Peter, chapter 2 and verse 5. And spare not the old world, but save Noah, the 8th person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing the flood upon the world of the ungodly.
Right, bringing the flood upon the world of the ungodly, man. All right? So if the Lord brought the flood and destroyed all people except for 8 people on the earth because the world was drenched in wickedness, what do you think he's going to do to this earth now? You don't think he's going to bring judgment again? This earth is surpassed the old world, man, in wickedness. You kidding me? Trans this, trans that, women over men, all right? Edomites acting like they're pedophile rings, right? They get a slap on the wrist. That new attorney, that black girl magic, that demon, whatever her name was, she's letting off pedophiles. She's giving pedophiles a slap on the wrist, man. That judge, whatever she is, that judge, whatever the hell she is, man. I forgot her name, man. Okay, you know what I'm talking about? Find her name, bro. If you can find her, find her name. Find the right name for that chick, man. And these black women are going crazy over this chick. She's a demon, man. And you know she's married to a so-called white man, probably a so-called Jew, probably an Amalekite, okay? And she's letting off pedophiles with a slap on the wrist. And then the girl asked her, what is, define a female? Define a woman. She couldn't define it. She's like, well, technically, I don't know. What? Aren't you supposed to be, wait a minute, aren't you a woman? But you can't define what a woman is? Because they're trying to push that confusion. And they don't even see that Esau is actually replacing women. So all these people that are in the sports, they're all men. Most of them that are winning now, they're men.
Yeah.
The dude was 400, what's that guy? He was 450 in the men's division, 450th place. And he comes to the women's division, he's beating everybody. That's confusion. But these people don't say shit about that because they think that's cool. They think that's cute. That's why righteousness has to be established back on the earth.
That's right.
All right? What you got? Well, bring it up.
This is Habakkuk 1 and verse 4. Therefore the law is slack, and judgment doth never go forth. For the wicked doth compass the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceeded.
Yo, wrong judgment proceeded, man. Because what? The wicked compasses the righteous, man. All right? And the righteous is about to be put back in power. What do you think is going to be done to the wicked? The Lord's going to take them out, man.
That's right. 2 Peter chapter 2 and 6, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemning them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly.
Those that should afterwards live ungodly, friend, you know? Those that should afterward live ungodly, okay? So this, what are they doing right now? They're living ungodly. And Sodom and Gomorrah was an example. All right, what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah? There were all type of homosexuals, all type of lesbos, all type of probably butchers running around, all right? And then you got guys floating around with their broke wrists, all right? Bestiality.
Oof.
And that goes on in this kingdom too. There's certain states in America, and I think in Canada probably too, that you're allowed to actually marry an animal, man.
Damn.
You think the Lord's not going to destroy this place, man? The Lord is going to do away with America, number one, and then he's going to set up a righteous rulership, man.
That's right.
Starting with the Israelites, man. The men of the Lord, okay? Notice I said men, all right? The men are coming back. The men of the Lord, the men of Israelites, the Israelite men are coming back to their manhood, man, all right? And they're coming back into power,
That's
all right?
right. Let it be known.
What you got, bro?
This is 2 Peter 3 and verse 5. For this they willingly are ignorant of, that by the word of the Most High the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water and in the water, whereby the world that then was being overflowed with water perished, but the heavens of the earth, which are now by the same word are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day.
All right, that's the nuclear fire that it's reserved for, man. All right, give me Isaiah the 9th chapter. Give me Isaiah 9. Give me Isaiah 9. All right, and 5. Go ahead, bring it out.
And perdition of ungodly men.
Yep.
The book of Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood.
Right, so back in the day, they used to have them wars where one were standing on one side, the other one on the other side, and they would run up with their swords and their shields and actually fight hand to hand. All right, go ahead.
And garments rolled in blood.
Yep.
But this shall be with burning
Fire.
and fuel of fire.
So this is a prophecy showing you this war that's coming up is going to be with burning and fuel of fire. So this is a different war. This is not the same ancient war that used to happen, man. Okay, this is a new war. This is a nuclear war that's prophesied to happen. All right, and it's going to be Russia and their allies versus America. All right, and their little allies that they're going to have left, which is not going to be a lot. Okay. It's basically going to be America and the state of Israel alone, man. And I said the state, those are the fake, those are not the true Israelites, man.
That's right.
Okay, those are Amalek. Okay, what you got, bro?
Proverbs 16 and 4. The Lord made all things for himself.
Yep.
Yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil.
Yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil. All right? Even the wicked for the day of evil, man. All right? So these Edomites, these so-called white people were created to do what they're doing, man. Right? For the day of evil, because they're the wicked. All right? They're not you think they're the righteous? Come on, man. They're the wicked, according to the Bible. The scriptures clearly describes them, man. All right? And we're bringing it out. What you got, bro? There's a little bit more. Keep going.
Everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord.
Everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord. And these Edomites are known as what? The most proud. Go ahead.
Though hand join in hand, he shall not be unpunished.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So I don't care how much, whether the N-Dub wants to marry an Edomite or whatever the character, if Jake loves Esau, he's going to perish with them, man. Okay? That's all.
The book of Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 15.
Yep.
Everyone that is found shall be thrust through.
Yep.
And everyone that is joined unto them
Yep.
shall fall by the
You can't
sword.
join unto these devils, man. All right? You're separate from them. Well, the scripture said that two manner of people shall be separated, man. Right? Jacob and Esau were two different sorts of people. All right? You can't, it's just like even now, we can't even mix with people in the world, man. It's the same way that Esau can't mix with Jacob, man. And this guy told me, come upstairs, we're gonna have girls upstairs. I thought about it and I said, you know what, I can't, you know, what am I gonna talk about? What are we gonna talk about, man? You know what I'm saying? I don't have nothing in common. Listen, you know what I'm saying? These people of the world, man. Unless I knew you from way, way back, and you know. But other than that, you know. Bring it up.
Amos chapter 3 and verse 3. Can two walk together except it be agreed?
Right, can two walk together except they be agreed? Get me the account of Esau, please, man. Genesis 25, the 25th verse.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 25 and verse 22. And the children struck, verse 21, and Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife, because she was barren. And the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived. And the children struggled together within her.
Meaning what? They were fighting in the womb. All right, so the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, the Israelites, were fighting against the so-called white man, the Edomites, even in the womb, going back to Genesis, the 25th chapter, man. Go ahead.
And Rebekah, and the Lord was entreated, and she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord.
See, we're opposite from them. We're actual exact opposites from these Edomites. All right, so Jacob's trying to change himself to fit in. He's literally changing his nature to try and fit in with the devil. Okay? You see? Because the Lord said there's two manner of people, two types of people. All right? We like our food well done, man. We like, you know, we like seasoning and stuff. Okay? We can dance, we can sing, we can do all these different things, man. All right? We got spirit, man. Esau's a dead spirit. He's spiritless. Okay, like that dude David Wood. Oh yeah, I don't have emotion. Yeah, you don't have emotion because you're an Edomite. All right, you can't let somebody like that, you know, watch over your kids. But we're two different manner of people, man. Go ahead.
Sirach, chapter 23 and verse 14. Good is set against evil, and life against death.
Right, good is set against evil. Go ahead.
So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly.
And this is why we don't mess with these people, man. All right? The majority of the people on the earth, we don't mess with, because we're dealing with the good, they're dealing with the wicked. All right? Go ahead.
So look upon all the works of the Most High, and there are two and two, one against another.
Right. You have something else? No, that's it. That's it on that. What you got, Shaquat? We want to read something. Read that, brother.
Ecclesiasticus 33 and verse 11. And much knowledge had the Lord divided them and made their ways diverse. Some of them had he blessed and exalted, and some of them had he sanctified and set near himself.
Right.
But
who the Israelites? Go ahead.
But some of them had he cursed and brought low.
Which are the Edomites. He cursed the Edomites and brought them low. All right. And well, he's about to bring them low. Okay. The Lord said, although they build, I will throw down. So Esau doesn't have, and they feel it in their, like there's one Edomite said she feels it in their throat. Well, they feel it in their throat, man. Okay, that their time is up. And you know what's next? Slavery. That's right. Under the Israelites, man. All praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So we're tired of these devils, man. What you got, bro? Go ahead.
This is 2 Corinthians 6 and verse 14.
Yep.
Be ye not unequally yoked with unbelievers. For what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness, and what communion hath light with darkness?
Now, what communion have light with darkness, man? You see what I'm saying? We don't have no communion with these people, man. When you talk to these niggas in the world, what are they gonna talk about? Smoking weed, committing adultery, you know? Some wickedness, some off shit. All right? You talk to an Edomite, what's he gonna talk about? Eating rare steak, you know what I mean? What you got, bro? Is a bit more? Go ahead.
Verse 15. And what conquered hath Yahushua with Belial, or what part hath he that believeth with the infidel?
Right, we don't have no part with these people, man. Okay? That's why the Lord said, well, I'm not of this, get me that. I'm not of this world, man. The Lord wasn't of this world, man. The same way we're not of this world. You see? When he came through, he came and he was of a different spirit, different countenance, man. Okay, what you got, bro?
Habakkuk 2 and 4, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith.
The just shall live by faith, the righteous. See, but Esau doesn't move like that. Go ahead.
Romans 8 and 5. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the Spirit the things of the Spirit. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Because the carnal mind is enmity against the Most High, for it's not subject to the law of the Most High, neither can be. So then they that are in the flesh cannot please the Most High.
Right, right. So ultimately, it's you know, Esau is a carnal. He's carnal. That's why he sold his birthright for that piece of meat. All right, that food, those lentils, man. Okay, because he's carnal. He doesn't have that. He doesn't have integrity, man. He's a demon. All right. You know, brother, just get on. Deal with the posting for now. Like, deal with the posting. You know what I mean? You can bust her every now and then, but also focus on standing that way. You know what I mean? Yeah, one that exactly. Boom, what you got, bro?
This is John 8 and verse 23. And he said unto them, Ye are from beneath, I am from above. Ye are of this world.
We gotta tighten up, that's why. That's all. We just gotta tighten. I just gotta tighten up for everything.
Ye are of this world, I am not of this world.
Ye are of this world, I am not of this world, man. All right. You see, so Yahushua was not of this world, man. Yahushua was of the heavenly Father, man. He came directly from the throne. You know. What you got, bro?
Back to 2 Peter, chapter 2 and verse 9.
Yep.
The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations,
yep,
and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished.
Right, and these Edomites don't believe they're going to be punished, but we know they're going to be punished, man, because the Lord said it, man. All right, he described them, all right, and he said what he's going to do to them, man. Okay, they're trying to leave from their nationality, man. All right, be proud of being an Edomite. Okay, it says rejoice, O daughter of Edom. Get me that, man. Rejoice, and then after that, that's when the judgment's going to come. What you got, bro?
Ecclesiasticus chapter 16 and verse 11.
Yeah.
And if there be one stiff-necked among the people, it is a marvel if he escape unpunished.
And Esau is definitely stiff-necked. Okay?
There's a bit more.
Go ahead.
For mercy and wrath are with him. He is mighty to forgive and to pour out his pleasure.
Yeah, that's it. What?
Book of Lamentations, the 4th chapter, the 21st verse.
Yep.
Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom.
Yeah, so this is speaking to you so-called white people, man. All right? Rejoice and be glad. Go max out your credit card. Do what you got to do, because your time is up, man. Go ahead.
That dwelleth in the land of Uz.
That dwelleth in the land of Uz, meaning what? That's the chief city. Go ahead.
The cup also shall pass through unto thee.
Meaning what? You're going to get judgment. The Lord is going to judge you devils, man. All right? Go ahead.
Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked.
Yep. Meaning what? You're going to be shamed. When you make yourself naked, that represents shame is coming upon you. Okay? And it's going to increase. It's not going to slow down. No, it's going to increase. All these nations are starting to figure out that you're a hypocrite. All right? Go ahead. Matter of fact, get me Jeremiah 49, man.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 49 and verse
You know what I want.
Verse
You know
12.
Yep.
For thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken.
Meaning what? We drank of that cup. We drank of slavery, genocide, all these different evils that Esau put upon us, torture, all that stuff. You feel me? All right. So Esau was taking babies and feeding them to alligators and things like that. This history, he didn't tell you the full history. He told you like a little snippet, man, of what he did, man. All right. And then he tried to paint it with a nice paint, colorful brush. Go ahead. Keep going. Yep.
And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished?
Are you Edomites going to go unpunished? Let's see what the Lord says.
Thou shalt not go unpunished.
Thou shalt not go unpunished. That means no. There's no way these Edomites, these so-called white people, are going to get away with what they've done. It's not possible, man. All right? We're here to tell you, man. Rejoice and be glad, meaning what? Go ahead and live it up, because after this, that's it. All right? You only have maybe a couple more years left, and the Lord is going to come back and destroy you devils, man. And we're going to all grab you up and put you into slavery. Get me Psalms 147, 49, yep. Yep, read what you got, bro.
This is the book of the book of Nahum, chapter 1 and verse 2.
Yes, sir.
The Most High is jealous, and the Lord revengeth.
Oh, revenge. They don't like that. They like revenge when it's for them, but there's revenge for his people too. And we're his people. We're the sons of God, man. All right? The ones you were calling niggers and spicks and all these different terms are really the sons of God. And the Lord is going to show you that. Get me that in Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter. All right? And savages and all them different bywords and proverbs. The Lord is going to show you we're his people. All right? And you're nothing but a damn Edomite, man. Go ahead.
and is furious. The Lord will take vengeance on his adversaries.
Keep going.
And he reserveth wrath for his enemies.
Yeah, and the enemies are those that are enemies of the Israelites, man. Go ahead.
The Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, is slow to anger.
Yeah. Oh, what does that mean? He's slow to anger. That means that he didn't judge you right away. They think they got away. He's waiting. This is all a judgment. Everything that's building up in the society is all a judgment. It's dominoes setting up for a great fall, man. All right. Oh, get me Ecclesiastes 5 or Ecclesiastes 8.
The book Ecclesiastes, chapter 8.
No, you stay on what you are. You didn't finish that yet. No. Get Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. You read. Keep reading. Go ahead.
This is Ecclesiastes 8 and
No. Keep reading, and then we're going to get that out.
It says, the Lord is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked.
He will not at all acquit the wicked. All right? The wicked will not be acquitted. Okay?
The Lord hath his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet.
All right? Go ahead.
This is Ecclesiastes 8 and verse 11.
Got that wisdom of Solomon.
Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily.
Right. Because you weren't judged right away, it wasn't executed speedily, because the Lord is long suffering. All right, go ahead.
Therefore, the heart of sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
Therefore, these Edomites thought the Lord was with them, man. The Lord ain't with you devils, man. The Lord is with us, man. The Lord is with the Israelites, man. Don't you get it? This was all a setup, man. And the Lord's coming to take all you devils down, man. Every last one of you. And what we're going to do is we're going to put you in slavery. Get me Psalms 149. Did you get that yet? Okay, go ahead, read that, bro.
This is Psalms 149.
So prepare for slavery, prepare to work, man, because you devils ain't gonna be living, you know what I mean? Even, it's messed up that your elites, duped you. It's messed up your elites took all the blessing for themselves, all right? But it doesn't matter. All you Edomites are going into slavery. Go ahead.
This is Psalms 149 and verse 4.
Yep.
For the Lord taketh pleasure, taketh pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their
Who are the
heads.
saints? The saints are the Israelites, man. The 12 tribes of Israel. The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans in today's terms, man. All right? Go ahead.
Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, with the two-edged sword. With the two-edged sword in their hands, to execute vengeance upon the heathen, and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains.
So we're going to bind the kings of the Edomites with chains. Go ahead.
And their nobles.
Well, not just Esau, all the rest of the nations too, but let's focus on Esau. Go ahead.
And their nobles with feathers of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written.
So to execute upon them the judgment written. There's a judgment that's written for the Edomites, man. All right, they've done a lot of wickedness, and the Lord is preparing the judgment. Okay, go ahead.
This honor have all his saints, praise ye the Lord.
And it's going to be an honor. It's going to be an honor to do that, to put them in captivity. And we're not going to be nice with these devils, man. All right, we're going to put them in straight up hardcore slavery. You feel? What you got?
This is Psalms 50 and verse 21.
Yep.
These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself.
The Lord, manifest destiny, right? They thought the Lord was with them. The Lord ain't with you devils, man. Yes, it was manifest destiny because it was prophecy, but the Lord was not with you. The Lord's going to judge you devils, man. That was all set up for prophecy's sake, man. Go ahead.
But I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes.
Woo! And this is us being put in order before their eyes, man. Keep going.
Now consider this, ye that forget the Most High, lest I tear you in pieces, and there be none to deliver.
And they are going to get torn in pieces. These Edomites don't know what the Lord has got coming. This kingdom is going down bitterly, man. It's not going to go down nicely. It's going to go down bitterly. All right? Famine, all right? Pestilence, all kind of things are going to increase in the earth because the Lord is bringing judgment, man. All right? Read that. Read Wisdom of Solomon in the 5th chapter. What you got?
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13 and verse 11. And I will punish the world for their evil.
Right. And by the fact, all our people that are joined to the devil, they're going to die with the devil. Give me Isaiah 65 and 12. They're not going to be covered by the Lord. Okay, go ahead.
And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity.
Right. Right.
And I will cause the arrogance of the proud to cease.
Right, that's speaking about you Edomites. You Edomites are known as the arrogant, the proud. Okay, the most proud. All right? That's why you go around the earth trying to police people when you do the same thing. Because you're a devil, you're a hypocrite, man. All right, we just got to tell you how it is, man. Go ahead.
And I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible.
Yep.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 47 and verse 11. Therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it rises.
Why?
And mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off. And desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know.
Yo, you devils have a lot to pay for, man. Hey, you got a lot to pay for. We didn't do it, you did it, man. All right? You can't blame nobody for that. Oh, what about Genghis Khan? Well, Genghis Khan is in the, what are you talking about? That has nothing to do with you. Stop blaming people for your problems, man. Pull up yourself by the bootstraps, golly. Right? You fucking devils, man. These devils are a bunch of hypocrites, man. And it's funny to see them squirm too, man. All right? Because they're at the end of their kingdom, man. All right? And them devils will say that all the time, but then you have this so-called, this alt-right Edomite, this top racist Edomite, and he's crying and complaining on camera. Man, wait a minute, where's your Edomite pride, man? That was it?
Verse 14, behold, they shall be as stubble, the fire shall burn them.
Yeah.
They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame.
Right.
There shall not be a coal to warm at, nor fire to sit before it.
That's it. Give me Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5 and verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted
And
him.
we're standing in great boldness. This is prophecy, man. All right, we're standing in great boldness before the face of such that have afflicted us, man. All right, because if we did this, let's say 100 years ago, they would have lynched us, man. Like they did Nat Turner. You see what I'm saying? They chopped off our penis and put it in a pickle jar. They were doing that. All right, all right. Well, I got something for you. I got the Bible for you, man. All right, you don't know what you're talking about. Keep going. Read.
And made no account of his labors.
He made no account for his labors, man. All right, you see? Go ahead.
When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear,
Yeah.
and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation,
Uh-huh.
so far beyond all that they looked for. And they, repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit,
Right.
shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision,
This is he whom we had sometime in derision, okay?
and a proverb of reproach.
What's a proverb of reproach? Like nigger, tonto, whatever. All these different savage, all these different bywords. That's a proverb of reproach. Okay, that's reproachful. All right. So those people that we had in reproach, go ahead.
We fools accounted his life madness,
They accounted our lives madness. Go ahead.
and his end to be without honor. How is he numbered among the children of the Most High?
They're gonna find out that we're numbered among the children of the heavenly, that we are the sons of God.
Right.
All right. Why do you think Michael Jordan could jump from the free throw line? Because he's a son of God. Don't you get it? Right? LeBron James, all these, you could go on forever, man. We are the sons of God. The Lord gave us that power because we are the sons of God. All right? And when the Lord's going to give us the power to take down our enemies too. All right? Starting with Yahweh Shai. All right? Yahweh Shai is going to really do the taking down, but we're going to, come in after. All right? And gather them up. What you got, bro?
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter...
Hold on. So keep going.
And his lot is among the saints. Therefore have we erred from our way of truth, and the light of righteousness hath not shined unto us.
Right.
And the sun of righteousness rose not upon
The son
us.
of righteousness is not going to rise on them. Get me Malachi 4 and 2, man. Okay, the son of righteousness is rising upon us. All right? This is why we have the knowledge, man. Because the Lord gave it to us, man. Not because of us, because the Lord gave it to us. Right? He opened our mind. All right? What?
Malachi 4 and verse 2. But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings.
Woo! To those that fear his name, the son of righteousness is going to arise with healing. Because he's coming to heal who? The brokenhearted, man. You see what I'm saying? The Israelites, man. Go ahead.
And ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall. And ye shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet.
But we're going to tread down the wicked too. All right? So it's balanced. The Lord's going to heal us, but there's also going to be healing. There's also going to be captivity. Or some were bound, some were, get me that, some were bound. All right? There's balance, man. And good news for somebody means bad news for somebody else, man. If they have enemies, right? And we have enemies, all right? You see? Go ahead.
There's a bit more. The soles of your feet, and the day that I shall do this, saith the Lord of hosts.
Right. Okay. What you got, bro? Okay, read what you got, quick.
2 Maccabees 8 and 31. And thou, that hast been the author of all mischiefs against the Hebrews, shall not escape the hand of the Most High.
Right, that's the same thing with these Edomites. They've been the author of all mischief against us. All right, so they're not going to escape the hand of the Heavenly Father. Go ahead.
For we suffer because of our sins.
Right.
And though the living Lord be angry with us a little while for our chastening and correction, yet shall he be at once again with his servants. But thou, O godless man, and all other most wicked, be not lifted up without cause, nor puffed up with uncertain hopes, lifting up thy hands against the servants of the Most High. For thou hast not yet escaped the judgment of the Almighty Power, who seeth all things.
Yep, that's it.
It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 13, and verse 13. And there came much people unto him, whereof some were glad, some were sorry, some of them were bound.
Woo! So some are glad. So when the Lord comes, some are going to be glad, which is going to be us. All right, the elect, Lord willing, we're of that number. All right, and some were bound, meaning some are going to be in captivity when the Lord comes back. Okay, because the Lord, we're going to, what it says in Psalms 149, we're going to take the kings of the nobles of these people and put them in chains. All right, go ahead.
Some of them were bound, and some brought of them that were offered.
Yep.
Then was I sick through great fear, and I awaked and said, This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, and verse 2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids.
Woo! In the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, man. All right, so that means we're going to have servants, man. We're going to have slaves. You see? Go ahead.
And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were.
And we're going to take them captives, whose captives we were. That's prophecy, man. You can't stop prophecy. All right? There's nothing that they can do to stop it. They can laugh, they can cry, they can do whatever they want. But ultimately, prophecy is going to come to pass, man. We'll see. You know, we'll see what's going to happen, man. We will see. You know? We're cool as a cucumber, man. Like Mike Tyson, when that guy came up, and that was probably a setup. We're cool as a cucumber, bro. But Salaki, brother. All right? Here, man. All right? We're cool as a cucumber when it comes to this thing, man. Because we know it's coming to pass, man. You see?
That's right.
Go ahead.
Now, Nahum 2:8. But Nineveh is over all like a pool of water, yet they shall flee away. Stand, stand, shall they cry, but none shall look back.
Yeah, well, they're going to be. Well, this is modern day. This is representative of Nineveh as well. Okay, this is going to be destroyed. They're going to be destroyed the same way. All right? What you got, bro? You got something? No?
This is Psalms 58 and verse 10. The righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked, so that a man shall say, Verily, there is a reward with the righteous. Verily, he is a power that judgeth in the earth.
That's it, man. All right, the Lord is bringing judgment, man. All right, he's not playing. He's not resting, man. He's looking at everything that's going on and bringing forth judgment. All right. He who made the eyes shall he not see.
He won't slack.
He can see everything that you devils have done. That's the problem, man. All right, give me Isaiah the 60th chapter.
Everlasting memory.
Yep. Well, when his son was crucified, that was only 2 days ago. All right, in the spiritual realm. All right. So like Ali Yashwamba said, which makes sense, that we like our time when we're up in the heavens, that might not be a short time on earth. Might be up there for who knows how much years, man. Who knows?
Oh yeah.
Who knows? Who knows? We don't know. You know what I'm saying? They might have time. They might, oh God, are they gone? You know? And then before they know, someone's kicking in the bunker. You see? Go ahead.
Oh shit.
What you got? What you got? You got nothing? Yeah, Isaiah 16:1.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 16 and verse 1. Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people.
Right.
But the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee.
Right. Gross darkness is covering the people because Esau has put a lot of deception on the earth, man. All right. So we're breaking down those strongholds. We're breaking down the deception and telling the truth, man. The 100% truth. And that's why we're going to be persecuted, because the truth is a threat to the society. Yeah. Okay. When you tell the truth, man, it's a threat. So they're going to try to persecute us, man. But that's all prophecy, man. Go ahead.
It reads on, and the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and kings to the brightness of thy rising. Lift up thine eyes round about, and see, all they gather themselves together.
Yeah.
They come to thee. Thy son shall come from far, and thy daughter shall be nursed at thy side. Then thou shalt see, and flow together, and thine heart shall fear, and be enlarged, because the abundance of the sea shall be converted unto thee. The forces of the Gentiles shall come unto thee. The multitudes of camels.
You know what we're gonna take all their riches, man. Everything that they have, they're gonna come to us, man. Go ahead. Give me Revelations 20:21. Go ahead.
The multitude of camels shall cover thee. The dromedaries of Midian and Ephah, all they from Sheba shall come. They shall bring gold. They shall bring gold and incense. They shall shew forth the praise of the Lord. Right, so they're going to come and deliver all their resources unto the elected nation of Israel. All right? And ultimately to all Israel, okay? Because we're going to reign over all these other nations. All the flocks of Kedar shall be gathered together unto thee. The rams of Nebaioth shall minister unto thee. They shall come up with acceptance on mine altar, and I will glorify the house of my glory. Right? There's a precept that said that all knees shall bow at the presence of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. All right, so at that time, it's not going to be a Buddha, a so-called Lala, whatever they call him. It's not going to be other gods, man. The only power known is going to be Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. That's it.
This is Isaiah 2 and verse 11. The lofty looks of man shall be humble, and the haughtiness of man shall be bowed down, and the Lord alone shall be exalted in that day.
That's it. Beautiful, right? Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is going to establish his kingdom, a perpetual kingdom, okay, which all nations are going to serve, man. Okay, it says the saints shall take the kingdom. I'm going to read on. It says, all the flocks of Kedar shall be gathered together unto thee. The rams of Nebaioth shall minister unto thee. They shall come up with acceptance on mine altar, and will glorify the house of my glory. And minister goes into serve, all right? Because what? The elect are ultimately going to be kings and priests on the earth. Okay? We're going to have the law, statutes, and commandments in our inward parts, as it is written in the book of Jeremiah, I believe in the 31st chapter. The book of Hebrews definitely says in the 8th chapter, in the 8th verse, okay, that the law, statutes, and commandments are going to be in our inward parts. Therefore, we're going to be ruling in righteousness. All right? Who are these that fly as the cloud and as the doves of their windows?
This is Daniel 7 and verse 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever.
Right, so the sanctified ones, the holy ones, the sanctified ones, the elect, okay, are going to take the kingdom, all right? Is it going to be in a gentle manner? No. Once the Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai gives us those extraterrestrial bodies, we're going to come and establish the kingdom by force, okay? As we read in Psalms 149, we're going to take these nobles, the bankers, those that are hidden in those bunkers, tie them up in chains, and they're going to serve us, man. Just like we were serving them.
This is Isaiah 41 and verse 14. Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, saith the Lord, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth, and thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small, and shall make the hills a shaft.
Right, so we're going to destroy these different governments. All right? All right? So the Lord, being a man of war, is going to transform us into ultimate warriors, man. Supermans, if you will. Okay?
Jeremiah 51 and verse 19. The portion of Jacob is not like them. He is the former of all
Who's
things.
our portion? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. He's not like these other fake gods. Okay? These gods, they have eyes, but they can't see. Okay? They have ears, but they can't hear. Okay? They're creations of man. Alright, go on.
And Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord of hosts is his name. Thou art my battle axe and weapon of war. For
Who
when
is the thou? The elect of the nation of Israel. Okay? Go on.
thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms, and with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider, and with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider. With thee also will I break in pieces man and woman, and with thee will I break in pieces old and young, and with thee will I break in pieces the young man and the maid. I will also break in pieces with thee the shepherd of his flock, and with thee will I break in pieces the husbandman and his yoke of oxen, and with thee will I break in pieces captains and rulers.
That's right. Alright? The Lord's going to give us superpowers, man. Supernatural powers. We're going to be able to control these different elements, man. Okay? Might just swing the wind upon you, blow you over. Okay? Transport you and throw you into a volcano. Alright? Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to let us be very creative against these devils. Okay? Go on. Hey, the scripture says, repay them double for what they have done unto us.
This is Micah 3.
It's a righteous thing with the Lord to recompense trouble.
Micah 4 and verse 13. Arise and thresh, O daughter of Zion, but I will make thine horn iron, and I will make thy hoofs brass, and thou shalt beat in pieces many people, and I will consecrate their gain unto the Lord, and their substance unto the Lord of the whole earth.
Alright, that's why it says, in their glory, we shall boast themselves. Okay? So when we go to war, yeah, we're going to spoil you, or else we're going to take your women. Okay? Which is your glory.
That's right.
Alright? And that's, hey,
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
But we gotta shave their hair first, no? When we take them.
We might not. We'll keep law, statutes, and commandments.
this, you have that First Thessalonians? That Second Thessalonians?
2 Thessalonians chapter 1 and verse 6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you.
Yeah, so it's righteous. It's not wicked. All right. They talk about all that stuff. The devil you can't fight evil with evil. That's plantation, slave Bible mentality, man. All right. The Lord didn't say it's evil to bring for judgment to happen to your enemy. No. All right. The Lord deals with vengeance. He deals with revenge. Okay. But in this time, what are we doing? We're waiting. It says, "Wait ye upon me." Get me that. Okay. That's the difference. We're waiting upon the Lord. That's what it means. All right. See what I'm saying to you? Say turn the other cheek. It means basically we gotta suffer this world, you know, for the time being, man. Certain people in it. But it doesn't mean someone punch you, shoulder and shoulder. No, punch this side too. Don't forget this side. That's not what it means, man. All right.
This is the book of...
Someone come up, you defend yourself. But at the end of the day, we're not out here. We're not trying to get to that point. We're trying to de-escalate using wisdom. Go ahead.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 21 and 24.
Yep.
Eye for eye, tooth for tooth, hand for hand, foot for foot. Burning for burning.
Right. So that everything you're supposed to get back everything that you gave, man. So these Edomites got a lot. They got a lot of tab to pay. They got a lot to pay. Their tab is through the roof. The amount of murder and destruction that they've done, man. Their tab is through the roof, bro. Go ahead.
And if any mischief follow, then thou shalt give life for life.
Yep.
Burning for burning, wound for wound,
Yep.
stripe for stripe.
And that's in the law. Okay. But is this our kingdom? No. So we gotta wait for the Lord. Did you get me that?
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 3, and verse 8. Therefore, will ye upon me, said Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, until the day that I rise up to the praise.
So we're waiting for the Lord. We're waiting for Yahweh Shai. Okay? Because he's going to take them down for real, for real. They're not going to have a chance. There's no weapon that they can defeat Yahweh Shai with. You see? So we're waiting on Yahweh Shai. You see? Go ahead.
For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy.
Well, that's it. Go ahead.
For then will I turn to the people of pure language, that they may call upon the name of the Lord to serve him with one consent.
And that's what we're doing now. What you got?
This is Isaiah 31 and verse 3. Now the Egyptians are men and not powers, and their horses flesh and not spirit. When the Lord shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down, and they shall all fall together.
Right, so if you Jakes, you just love Esau so much, you know, then you're going to die with Esau. You're going to go down with Esau. You're going to get the same judgment as Esau. Go ahead.
Verse 4, for thus saith the Lord, for thus hath the Lord spoken unto me, like as the lion and the young lion roaring on his prey, when a multitude of shepherds is called forth against him, he will not be afraid of their voice, nor abase himself for the noise of them. So shall the Lord of hosts come down to fight for Mount Zion and for the hill thereof.
That's it. That's it. The Lord is coming back to fight for us, man. You see, Esau doesn't have that power. He doesn't have a savior. Esau's done, man. Okay? He's going down. There's nothing he can do about it. What you got, bro?
Verse 5, as birds flying, so will the Lord of hosts defend Jerusalem. Defending also, he will deliver it, and passing over it, he will preserve it.
Let me Joel the 3rd chapter.
It's the book of Joel, chapter 3, and verse 1. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations, and will bring them down into the valley of Yehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people, and I will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage, Israel.
Yeah. Everything has to do with Israel, man. The whole earth is centered around the Israelites, man.
That's right.
Okay?
It's all about us.
The whole earth is centered around the Israelites. See? Well, he created us first in the spirit. He created us last as a nation, but he created us first in the spirit. Get me that in the Apocrypha, dealing with, you know, where the nations are dropped in the bucket. All right? We were created to rule the earth. Okay? Go ahead.
This is Romans 8 and 28, and we know that all things work together for good to them that love Yahweh, while Yahweh Shai to them who are called according to his purpose.
Right. Go ahead, Shabbat.
2 Ezra chapter 6 and verse 55. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes.
He made the world for our sake. So this is our world, man. Okay? You Edomites eating an apple, that's our apple.
Right. That's right.
You just, you know, you borrowing that apple, man. You see what I'm saying? That's why when you bring us the forces of the Gentile, when you bring us all your riches, that's our riches, man. You see what I'm saying? Well, Jake, you robbing me, I need that, son. Yo, that's mine, no, that's mine, no. Like, you know, you're bully. Well, that's how we're gonna hijack you heathens, man. I can have that. Yeah, the same one when we left out of Egypt, we borrowed, right? We didn't borrow, we really took it. You see? Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to the see? Yeah, bless, everything blessed. Yeah, you can have it. Yeah, I know you can have it. You see? That's how we were moving on with it, yo. You know what I'm saying? Take, you know, that shot, take the one and left the one. That's right. You know? That's how we're gonna deal with you evil, man. Take the silver, leave the gold. Take the one and left the one. Smack him up. You know? Go ahead. Yeah, he's getting the spirit. He's funny. Go ahead. You gotta like that guy, man. It's funny. Go ahead.
Back to Joel, chapter 3.
No. We're done. What you got?
This is Proverbs 13 and verse.
You got what you got? What do you have there?
what I just read.
Ezra, yeah, continue in a second. Continue what you were reading.
Verse 56. As for the other people, which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing.
That's for the heathen. That's for these other nations.
Nothing.
They're nothing to the Lord. You see? We're the only people that he cares about, man. Go ahead.
But be like unto spittle,
Yeah.
and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
Yeah.
And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing,
Right.
have begun to be lords over us.
Bro, you just keep that eye that he was keeping until he comes back. Right, go ahead.
And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us,
These heathen that have ever been reputed as nothing, these other nations, go ahead.
and to devour us.
Yeah.
But we, thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover,
Yeah.
are given into their hands. If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world?
Yeah, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world, man? Okay, because the Lord is setting up, this is all prophecy. This is the time of the Gentiles, man. Okay, to the time that the Gentiles be fulfilled. What we got? To the time that the
No,
Gentiles
merci.
be fulfilled. All right, good. That's all?
Yes.
Read what you got.
Matthew 7 and 6. Give not that which is holy unto the dogs, neither cast ye your pearls before swine. Let them tremble them under their feet, and turn against and rend you.
Yeah. What you got? Read on that? What?
This is Lamentations 5 and verse 8. Servants have ruled over us, and there is none that doth deliver us out of their hand.
Right, servants have ruled over us. Oh, get me that. An error that proceeded from the Lord. Get me that. All right, these Edomites are really our servants, man. Walking around with that pride, man. See?
This is Ecclesiastes 10
Serving up on
and verse 5. There is an evil which I have seen under the sun,
Yep.
as an error which proceeded from the ruler.
Yeah.
Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place. I have seen servants upon horses, and princes walking as servants upon the earth.
Read that again, brother.
Go on, verse 7. I have seen servants upon horses, and princes walking as servants upon the earth.
Right, we're the princes walking as servants on the earth, and there's servants on horses. They're not supposed to be rulers. Dealing with these heathen, especially these Edomites. Okay? So everything's going to be twisted right side up. Jimmy, you're turning the things upside down. You found it? Okay, come on. Read that, read.
Isaiah 29 and verse 16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay.
Right, meaning what? He flipped everything upside down, man. All right? He's in rulership. This is like the Adams family right now.
Yeah.
He's in rulership, and we're supposed to be in rulership. Okay, but we're going to be in rulership, and everything's going to be back in order, man. See, on the Esau, everything gets, the water's polluted, the air's polluted, you know what I'm saying? The women are over the men, everyone's sick, because he doesn't rule correctly. You see, but when we're in rulership, everyone's going to be, everything's going to be in order. And even the heathen are going to flourish.
This is Psalms 82 and verse 5.
Yeah.
They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course.
Yeah. Ooh, all the foundations of the earth are out of course, man. That's why you got the waters polluted. How the hell can you rule? Just show you this guy's, it's that time like he has this high IQ, You got the chance to rule for a few hundred years. The water's polluted. The earth is polluted. The food is all GMO. People are sick on a higher level than ever. You got a child, an 8-year-old chop off his rod to be a woman. And if he says he's a chicken, you gotta agree with him. No, I'm a chicken. What? No, you're not a chicken. You're oppressive. That's wicked. And you have to agree with this ass, man. So that's showing you this man is backwards, man. Okay? And that's why he has to be taken out of rulership. All right, go ahead.
Isaiah 24 and verse 5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant.
Change the ordinance. Ordinance dealing with what? The order.
Order.
Yeah, he's completely taking order out of the earth, man. All right, he's created chaos, man, which is the opposite of peace. All right, completely took order out of the household. Right, so that's why you got divorces is at an all-time high. People don't even really get married, and the next generation ain't even really getting married. If you hear somebody got married, you're like, God, he got married? They still do it? All right, because there's nothing there. I mean, it's not, you know, they done took the order out of marriage, and they took the order out of everything. See, so it's very rare. Okay, go ahead.
This is Daniel 7 and verse 25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and dividing of time.
That's it. Give me the word is not the author of confusion. You remember read that.
Okay, so like, this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 30, and verse 21. For 3 things the earth is disquieted.
Right, the earth is disquieted. It's out of order. Okay, because of these things. All right, like I was saying, Esau took everything out of course. Okay, go ahead.
For a servant when he reigneth, and a fool.
Well, this is what you see, a servant when he reigneth. All right, these Edomites and so-called white people are servants really reigning, and they're really our, and we're really the princes of the earth, man. We're Yasher Allah, man. That's right. Okay, go ahead.
For a servant when he reigneth, and a fool when he is filled with meat.
Right, that's why the water's polluted, all right? The air is polluted, all right? Because of these devils, man. All right, and it has to be taken back into order, man. And once we get back in power, everything's going to be cleaned up, man. See, the Native Americans, they cared about the earth, because those are our people, those are the Israelites, all right? And when they were in rulership, this is a paradise. Canada was a paradise. America was definitely a paradise, man. That's where you get the golden view fast. That's speaking about America. Okay, that was a paradise, man. Now it's all polluted. All right, it's disgusting. It's a concrete jungle, the concrete every damn where. They're taking out trees that they shouldn't take down because it gives oxygen. They're going overboard, man. See? So these Edomites got to be taken out. Read that again.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 30, and verse 21. Yes, for 3 things the earth is disquieted, and for 4 which it cannot bear. For a servant,
I mean, it can't bear it. And the earth is like, yo, this is too much. The earth is coughing. It's coughing, it's sneezing, you know? The nose is running. It's got HIV. The earth is in a bad position right now.
Got COVID.
Oh, someone said, I'm thinking of something that the earth shall spew you out. Anyways, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
For a servant, for 3 things the earth is disquieted, and for 4 which it cannot bear.
Yeah.
For a servant when he reigneth,
right? That's those Edomites that are ruling right now. Go ahead.
And a fool when he is filled with meat.
Well, when he got everything he needs, his heart wants. A fool. What is Esau doing with all this money he got? Stupidity. He's trying to go to the moon, send a missile to the moon. With all that money he got, instead of just chilling on an island, right? Imagine if we had an island. We'd be chilling. We'd be looking to forward righteousness. What's Esau doing with his money? He's doing wickedness, man. All right? Oh, let's create a brain chip. Why? You know what I'm saying? You got monkeys being tortured. Yo, them animals are suffering in them laboratories, man. You got monkeys, their whole brain is exposed and they got the chip there. Ah, see what it does. Yo, that's one of the Lord's creations, man. Give me Revelations 11 and 18, man. You got it? That's one of the Lord's creations you're doing that too, man. Okay, finish that off first, brother.
This is, the book of Proverbs, chapter 19 and verse 10. The light is not seemly for a fool.
Those people are crazy, eh? Go ahead.
The light is not seemly for a fool.
That's really Edomite culture, you know? They're trying to copy the Edomite culture. Go ahead. That's funny. Go ahead. The book of Edomites. Go ahead.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 19 and 10. The light is not seemly for a fool, much less for a servant to have rule over princes.
Right, and that's what they're doing. They're ruling over princes, man. And they know it, and they've taken advantage of that. They've taken advantage of the rule of the princes, man. Right? Meaning us. Okay? And they're gonna, yo, when we get them a rulership, don't worry, we're gonna return the favor. All right? Don't forget, King David, he had torture chambers set up for these devils.
That's right.
All right? He has certain torture methods for these devils, man. See, David wasn't playing with these Edomites, man. What you got, brother?
Revelation 8,
No, let me read that. Read that.
Revelation chapter 11 and verse 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come,
Yeah.
and the time of the dead that they should be judged,
Yeah.
and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets.
And we're the prophets of the Lord, man. He's
That's
gonna
right.
give us a reward. Okay, Lord willing, we continue to the end. Go ahead.
And to the saints,
Yep.
and to them that fear thy name,
Yep.
small and great,
Yep.
and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth.
And you Edomites have destroyed the earth, man. All right? And Harry Kushner is not going to save you, man. All right? You Edomites destroyed the earth, and Harry Kushner can't save you. All right? Because the Lord is going to judge you devils, man.
That's right.
Oh, these devils is going to Ogilvy's, living it up. Go max out your credit cards, man. Go to Marineland. Go to Disneyland. But don't go on them rides, because you see what happened to that 14-year-old. All right? Don't go to them rides, man. The rides, something might break on that shit. We're in the time of judgment. Just eat the pretzels, man. Eat the pretzels and go to the merry-go-round. Go ahead, bro.
This is
You had something first. Go ahead.
the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 10 and verse 16.
Yep.
Woe to thee, O land, when thy king is a child,
Yep.
and thy princes eat in the morning.
Yep. Oh, you're right. Go on,
Come on. This is Job
Wait,
20.
go to your line that king is a child. Sorry, that is registered. Read that again. Read that again and give me Job 30. I think sometimes the scriptures, the link. Downloaded. Go ahead, read that again, brother.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 10 and verse 16.
Yep.
Woe to thee, O land,
Yep.
when thy king is a child.
Whoa, and that's these Edomites. These Edomites are a bunch of immature children, man, ruling the earth, man. Okay? That's, Esau, man, we don't have to go without Esau as a child. When you see penises on the bathroom, you don't gotta wonder what race did this. What race of people wrote this penis with balls, right? I wonder if it was a Chinese person. No, it was an Edomite, bro. It was a so-called white boy, man. Okay, and it'd be grown men too. It'd be grown men too. So Esau's a child, man. Okay? Go ahead, man. Yo, these are penises everywhere, bro. Yo, you know who did this? As a kid, it was never appealing to her. It was not even funny.
We don't enjoy that, man.
Well, everything's a phallic symbol. That's why you got the towers like that. Like when he grew up, and all that, everything to him is foul, it's perverse. Alright?
The book of Isaiah, chapter 3 and verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them.
That's right. Children are their oppressors. Which are these Edomites? They're not children, man. You see an Edomite, he's acting up. Okay, you're like a little kid. I'm a little kid. You're gonna wild out like that Edomite here. That's what I'm gonna say to these Edomites. Go ahead.
Job 30 and 1.
You must not but a child, Joe. Go ahead.
Job chapter 30 and verse 1.
To be your father. Go ahead.
But now they that are younger than I, but now they that are younger than I have me in derision.
They that are younger than I have me in derision. All right? Meaning what? Meaning that those that are lesser than me have control over me. All right? But that's going to be taken away. Go ahead.
Whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock.
That's right.
Yea, whereto might the strength of their hands profit me,
Yeah.
and whom old age was perished.
Yeah.
For want and famine they were solitary,
Yeah.
fleeing into the wilderness, in former time desolate and waste.
This is the history of you Edomites, man. You so-called white people. This is your history, man. All right? When you were in the caves, man. When you look up the wild man going back to the, what was that? The 13th century, or even before that, before the 13th century. These Edomites was up in the caves. They didn't even have a language. But the Lord cleaned them up, man. He brought the Arabs around to clean them. He brought us around. He showed them how to use spoons and forks. All right? And now these Edomites got their nose in the damn ear, man. The Lord's gonna take you Edomites way lower than that, man. Okay? But you're gonna be able to. You're not gonna be as nasty as you were back then, because you're not gonna allow that in our kingdom. Not no nasty, You're eating out of your grandmother's skull. You're not bathing. They're gonna put you in the goddamn, kick you, throw a bucket of water on you with some soap and some nitrate. All right? Go ahead.
Who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat. They were they were driven forth from among men.
Yep.
They cried after them as after a thief.
Yeah, because everyone knew that you Edomites were foul, man. So they were chasing you out of the way, right? They were chasing every time they chased you in the caves, man. Because you would just create mischief everywhere you go. Go ahead.
To dwell in the cliffs of the valleys.
Yep.
And caves of the earth.
And caves of the earth, man. Cave dweller, man. All right. Yeah. What else?
And in the rocks.
Yep.
Among the bushes they brayed.
Right. What does it mean to bray? That means they didn't have a language. Okay. Go ahead.
Under the nettles they were gathered together.
It's like when you see them caveman movies. Booga booga. That's what Esau was doing, man. All right. And there's old images. See, we gotta see, man. Whew. Okay, go ahead, man. Because there's old images, man, that the elder brought out. I don't even know where this elder be getting these books, but you got a book. Matter of fact, I wrote down a couple of them. I have to go grab them. Right, that shows you the Edomites being chased out by Jake while we were in the castles, man.
This one?
All right, because those castles in Europe, oh, you got it? Oh, beautiful.
Let me see.
Let me see. Exactly. This is it. All right, look, you see it? Mm-hmm. You see, this is Jake. You see the dark skin? You see that? And you see the Edomites? Oh. These were the wild men. God. And they were chasing them out. And you see they have sticks and shit. Jake has arrows and swords. So they were low level.
That's right.
You see that? This is the history of you Edomites, man. Take a good look, man.
Going back to
this is Jake. You see the dark skin? No, Salaki. This is Jake. You see the dark skin? And then you see the Edomites, man, on this side. Okay, so your history is being found out, man. Matter of fact, send Zakar that picture.
Yeah, send him the link.
Send Zakar that picture. We need that. We need that. All right, we're gonna make a nice, beautiful campsite. All right, big nice.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. 10 by 10. You get a big nice. All right, go ahead, man.
Among the bushes they brayed.
Yep.
Under the nettles they were gathered together.
Yep.
They were children of fools, yet children of base men.
Well, that was the history of the wild men, which they call it a myth, but it wasn't a myth. They made it sound like a myth because they didn't want to tell you about their history. So now we got to bring it up, right? What you got, bro?
This is Daniel 2 and Daniel 4 and verse 17. This manner is by the decree of the watchers.
And them Edomite women, they gonna love the fact that we in power. All right, especially the ones that become concubines, they gonna love it. They gonna love it. All right. But this was the day that which we hoped for. That's what the spirit of the Edomite.
They're gonna be free to do it.
The Edomite, but at the same time, you know. I mean, if there are concubines, they're gonna get a little easier time. You know what I'm saying? They'll pop you, they'll feed you. They're not gonna get the best of the best. You're gonna be in the castle, right? Right? Go ahead.
Daniel 4.
Well, it might not be in the castle. See, I gotta bring it. I gotta make sure I put it in perspective. A little spot. A little spot. Go ahead.
Daniel 4. In verse 17,
yeah.
This matter is by the decree of the watchers, to the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the bases of men.
Set up over the bases of men. That's you Edomites, man. All right? You Edomites are the lowest of people, man. Don't you get it? That's why you've done all this wickedness across the earth, but the Lord is going to take you out, man. Because now it's the time of judgment, right? The Lord's going to bring judgment upon everybody, men, women, children, all right? The ones that are not on the side of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Get me Ezekiel 9 and 4, okay? Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 66 and verse 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire.
His rebuke,
For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh.
He's going to plead with all flesh, meaning what? Judge. That word there is judge. He's going to judge all flesh with fire, man. Okay? Go ahead. And there's going to be different judgments. You get me that 4 times? Go ahead.
And the slain of the Lord shall be many.
Yep.
Got it ready? Read.
This is Jeremiah 15 and verse 2. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then shalt thou tell them, thus saith the Lord, such as are for death to death, and such as are for the sword to the sword, and such as are for the famine to the famine, and such as are for the captivity to the captivity.
Right, so the Lord, anyone who's not under that umbrella, they're going to get destroyed. All right, that spiritual umbrella, you're going to be destroyed. And the Lord has different ways to destroy you. Whether it be wild beasts, whether it be an actual gun, whether it be a knife, whether it be cannibals eating you. Whatever the case is, the Lord got some serious judgments set up for this place, man. Go ahead.
Verse 3, and I will appoint over them 4 kinds, said the Lord, the sword to slay, the dogs to tear, the fowls of heaven, and the beasts of the field, and the beasts of the earth to devour and to destroy.
Yeah, so it's going to get real heavy out here, man. It's going to get real heavy. This judgment's going to be real heavy out here, man. All right? And what are you women going to do without protection, man? All right? All you, I don't need no man hoes. What you going to do in that time? And that time is coming. All right? Soon there ain't going to be no food in the stores like that. Soon food is going to be too expensive. All right? We're getting to that time. We're getting to the time of judgment. The system is falling. All right? And the Lord is setting it up. All right? So, hey, man. Yo. And we ain't taking, yo, the judgment is coming, man. That's right. All right? You people thought it was a joke, man. The Lord is coming with that joke. All that pride and arrogance, that's going to be put to sleep. All right? And reality is going to hit these people, man.
That's right.
All right? Go ahead, read, man. We got Ezekiel 9:4. Read that out.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 9, and verse 4.
Yep.
And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, and through the midst of Jerusalem,
Yep.
and set a mark.
These women need some judgment. They're going to get some heavy judgment in these times. Because when times of true tribulation hit, women suffer the most. All right? They suffer the most, and it's going to come. All right? Soon they're going to, yo, bro, trust me, bro. When there's lawlessness out here, man, and you got these crazy serial killers running around in closet serial killers, and they mostly kill women too. Them serial killers mostly target women. All right. So in that time, they're gonna want toxic masculinity. Man. Right. They're gonna want some toxic masculinity to protect them, man. You see? Who's reading? Keep going, bro.
And set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
Right, right, for all the abominations, man. And that's what we're doing. Go ahead, keep going.
And to the others he said in mine hearing,
yep.
Go ye after him through the city, and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity.
Right, so the Lord is not going to have pity on these people, man. The only ones he's going to have pity on is the elect. Okay, right. Go ahead.
Slay utterly, old and young,
yep.
both maids and little children, and women,
yep.
but come not near any man upon whom is the mark,
right.
and begin at my sanctuary.
Right, so the men of the Lord are going to be exempt from that, man. You see? The men of the Lord are going to be exempt from that. You see? What you got, brother? Oh, so I can read what you got, brother.
Isaiah 14:5. The Lord has broken the staff of the wicked,
yep.
and the spectre of the rulers.
Yeah. He's broken the staff of the wicked, man. Right? So these Edomites are going down. So all this nonsense going on the earth, this order is going to be set back in order. Okay? After the destruction comes. Right?
Isaiah 13:12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir.
Especially an elect, especially the man of the Lord. Okay, because we know the Lord is going to be protecting his elect. Okay? We're not going to be moving with worry out here. We're going to be moving super confident. All right? Super confident in these times to come. All right? While these people are going to be bugged out, scared, screaming, women going to want to attach to us, and we're going to say, nah. Yo, most of them say kick rocks, man. I'm going to have to look into the spirit, man. Most of them say get the fuck away from me, man. All right? All right? I'm going to be disgusted at these hoes, man, that time. You see what I'm saying to you? How much men you been with? That's going to be one of my... How much men you been with, bitch? That's what I'm going to be asking these hoes that, too. All right? Get me Isaiah 4:1, man. All right?
And a lot of brothers is waiting for Isaiah 4:1 to kick off, man.
That's right.
You got brothers, they bringing out Isaiah 4:1 and didn't have nothing to do with the topic. All right? We're breaking down the Byzantine, you know, the time when Esau was taken down. Now give me Isaiah 4:1. Got nothing to do with that. Yeah, the Spirit wants it. You know? Yeah. All right? Because, listen, man, you got dudes, listen, man, you talk about hatred of, yo, men never used to hate women before. Well, men used to love women, all right? It's just that they were, you know, men were doing what men did and women did what women did. But now you actually have men that actually hate women out here, bro. Like real shit, like them incel niggas, like them incel dudes, they actually hate them. So when all hell breaks loose and, bro, they're gonna go buck wild, man. You see? I'm showing you, right? And also that show, the Mind Hunters, right? They show you them serial killers, they mostly target women. Yeah. So there's still people like that out here walking around. So once all hell breaks loose, they're gonna go. Who they're gonna target? They're gonna target these women. All right, and that's the judgment of the Lord, because the Lord is setting them up, man. Sure. All right, we're just gonna be watching. We're just gonna be walking around, confident, chilling, and they're gonna come to us and we're gonna say, "Get the fuck away from me, bitch." Go ahead, read.
Isaiah 4 and verse 1. And in that day, 7 women shall
the only ones the men of the Lord are dealing with is the ones that are dealing with us from now. All right, if you're, you know, the men that have wives now, the ones that are in order, the ones that are listening to their men and following the orders, then they're going to be protected. Okay, the other ones you can go kick rocks, man. Go ahead.
Isaiah 4 and verse 1.
Yep.
And one day 7 women shall take hold of one man.
Yeah. Why is 7 women going to take hold of one man? Because of the great tribulation. All right, all the things that's gonna. When you can't get food in the grocery store, right? People are gonna start fighting for the last bit. That's right. Who do you think is gonna get there? The stronger is gonna get it, man. That's right. That's right. So ain't gonna be no chivalry in that time. Oh, now let me give it. No, they ain't gonna give you shit. They ain't gonna give you one macaroni out the box. Not even one. Right? And a lot of them dudes is gonna beat you up, kick you, take you in the alleyway and do something to you, man. The scriptures tell you that, man. That the wives shall be ready. Get me that. Go ahead, read that.
We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel.
Read that again. Read that. It's apparel. Go from the top.
Isaiah 4 verse 1. And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man.
Yeah, so don't check my phone, okay? There's gonna be 7 women taking hold of one man, and that's just the number of completion. Okay? Polygyny, baby. Go ahead.
Saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach.
Right, because there's going to be so much hell going on. They're going to need covering. What does it mean, let us be called by thy name? It means, let me be my husband. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Take me with you. Type of shit. Okay, there's a little bit more, but what you got?
Isaiah 32 and verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Yep. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Yep. Many days and years shall ye be troubled.
Yeah, we're coming to that time where you're going to be troubled, man. All right? Prices are rising like crazy. All right? And it's about to be chaos in these streets. And you're going to need protection. Believe that. Watch the Book of Eli. Watch these different movies. There's always a man that you need to... Yo, forget about Tomb Raider. I want to see all you Tomb Raider bitches in that day. I want to see G.I. Jane. I want to see all of them. Why don't they go over to Ukraine, man? Why are they leaving? Why are they allowed to leave and the men have to stay, man? Why don't they go over to Ukraine, man, and show how fucking tough they are, man? The Lord is doing away with all that bullshit, man. Because that's actually grievous, man. And I'll be watching the show, I'll be trying to watch it, I'll be hoping it's realistic, and then they show some madness in it. You know? Like The Witcher. The Witcher was good at a point, but then there's a point when he started to teach the little princess how to fight with the sword. I said, oh, forget this. I said, fuck this show, man. It's too much. They put too much madness in there, bro. And they actually, when they watch that, they believe it because they're impressionable. Go ahead, man.
God. Verse 10. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare and gird sackcloth upon your loins.
Woo, the Lord is going to bring you low. The Lord is going to bring you very, very low, man. All right? Why? Because you've been living in great pride and wickedness. The scripture says that all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. So you've been doing all kind of wickedness, man. And you've been getting away with it, man. Nobody has been coming out and confronting you about it, man. But now the Lord is getting ready to confront you, man. Go ahead.
They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for
all kind of adultery jumping from man to man. That's adultery according to the Bible, man. A lot of these chicks, if 50 men, that's like a virgin out here for a lot of these bitches, man. I only been with 30. That's a lot of that's a whole football team, ho. And they're not even in their 30s. Like, what the fuck? Listen, this place is done, man. Because they're swiping on Tinder and they go deal with a dude. Yo, this place is out of order, man. This place is out of order, bro. So you can't, so when you deal with a chick, you can't have in your mind. You see that back in the day, I used to deal with a chick and have in my mind, yo, she might be the one, yo. There's no such thing as the one. It doesn't exist. Okay, these chicks done deal with so much men. There ain't no one. You are one. You are one of many. Go ahead.
God. Verse 12. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine.
Right, they're gonna lament, man. What you got, bro? Got something on that?
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 32. It's like chapter 31 and 22.
Yeah.
How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter?
Yep.
For the Lord hath created a new thing. In the earth, a woman shall compass a man.
Yep. They have compass men. I mean, they went around it. Right? A lot of them have, you know, they got more money. You know, they're working in certain lawyers and they got certain better jobs. You know. But with that comes what? Pride. You see what I'm saying? You got that, they feel they don't need no man. But then when all hell breaks loose, that's when reality is gonna hit them, man. Okay, they're gonna remember all the movies, you know, the Purge. I remember there's this one Purge, man. I don't remember which Purge it was, man. And then there was the woman and her daughter, and the dude didn't want to deal with them. You know, he saved them, but he didn't want them to follow him. Like, please let us follow. But then while they were following, I remember the daughter, she was giving him attitude. I was in my head, I was like, bitch, I would have just I would have just left. Right? But now he's still with her because of the movie, you know, he would have been the bad guy if he left. But she was giving all kind of attitude. That's not gonna happen in real life.
No.
All right, in real life, they're gonna really submit, man. All right, so-called black woman doesn't want to submit. That's why she's gonna be the least of all the women. In that time, yo, she's gonna be the worst. She's gonna be the worst off. She's gonna die first. That's what she's showing. At least some of them got men. Some of them got husbands, but most of them are single. All right, living their best life, man. So when the Lord brings that judgment, they're gonna get it back because they don't have no protection. Don't you understand? The man is protection. That's the first line of protection, man. Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 4.
Because of your damn stink attitude, man. And your pride, your arrogance, man. Go ahead.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 4 and 4. When the Lord shall have washed away the filth of the daughters of Zion, and shall have purged the blood of Jerusalem from the midst thereof by the spirit of judgment and by the spirit of burning.
See, but in the kingdom, they're going to be pure. In the kingdom, our women are going to be pure, man. You see, now they're all filthy, man. Right? Deal with a chick. It's like, I remember the LDS woman said this years ago, and it was like a light bulb went off in my head, bro. It's like, you're on the internet. Some of these dudes are getting tripped up, you brothers are getting tripped up about these women. I mean, he said this years ago, right? And the woman comes and said, I've always been looking at you, I always thought you were this and that. And you're there sitting on the computer, you know, eating Cheetos and me. You know, because like, why the hell makes you so special you think she was only looking at you? Like if she was saving herself for you. You know, you eat with Cheetos, me. You know, you're chewing on, you know, got crumbs in your beak. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying to you? Like, let's deal with reality here, man. Let's deal with reality. They got, you know, they're playing the field out here. All right? You think, you know, you talk to a chick, she might be dealing with you, but she got other dudes on her line. Other dudes she's texting. Other dudes that's on, you know. So there's nothing pure in this place, bro. Shall that land not be greatly polluted? Get me that. All right? Because listen, as a priest, we're supposed to have virgins, man, as priests, man. Okay, we're supposed to have women that have only been dealt with us by us, man. You see? Obviously that's not realistic, but at least if you could get someone that's decent, that would be okay. But in this society, man, it's tough, bro. What you got, bro?
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 3 and verse 1.
Yep.
They say, if a man put away his wife, and she go from him, and become another man's, shall he return unto her again?
Right.
Shall not that land be greatly polluted?
Why is it polluted? Because it was dealt with by another. Listen, you can mix in semen is pollution, bro.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying to you? Especially if the man is alive. Yeah, see, even he knows. That's what's up. Even you know. You know, it's nasty out here. Yeah?
Je sais, je suis direct dans cette leçon.
That's it. That's it.
Voyons modèle.
Yeah, okay.
I love you.
Okay. Go ahead, read.
Shall not that land be greatly polluted? But thou hast played the harlot.
Read it from the top again.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 3 and verse 1. They say, if a man put away his wife,
Right.
and she go from him,
Yeah.
and become another man's, shall he return unto her again?
Right, you got these dudes there, the chick might dip, right? What do you think she was doing? What do you think she was doing? Yoga? You think she was meditating? I thought she was dealing with the next man. Okay, go ahead. Because all these hoes do is jump from cock to cock. That's what they do. Sorry to be so explicit, but that's the facts. Go ahead.
That's right.
Go ahead. Read.
Shall not that land be greatly
But
polluted?
that land is polluted, man. All of them are polluted out here, man. So you got to get the best out of the worst, man. And when you try to correct her and try to build, because really a man wants to protect his woman and wants to make the best for her. Because men love women more than women love men, for real. You see what I'm saying? Because that's our glory, you dig? But when you tell her that, in this society, she'll say that's oppressive. You're being controlling. Wait a minute, can I tell you don't wear no fucking mini skirt in the club, I'm being controlling? Yo, get me that modest apparel. Get me that, man. Oh, keep a hedge around your daughter, roughly. You got it? Read it. Yo, these hoes is mad out here, bro. It's a mad thing, pal. It's a mad thing, bro. Go ahead.
Oh, I have a different one.
Read.
Where no hedges.
Yeah.
Ecclesiasticus 36 and verse 25. Where no hedges, the possession is spoiled.
Woo! Where no hedge, we that get it the wife, get it the possession. So if you don't have no hedge, which is what, like a fence, it's gonna be spoiled, man. You see what I'm saying to you? It's gonna be spoiled. Meaning what? Someone's gonna come up and grab it up, right? Right?
Yeah.
A wild beast, right? My grandmother does her garden. She has a fence around the garden because you got gophers and rabbits popping up, right? So it's the same thing with a woman. You don't put a hedge, someone's gonna be able to infiltrate because she's the weaker vessel, man. But if you say that, now you're just being insecure. No, bitch, I'm trying to fucking protect you, my possession. You understand? Man, I ain't gonna do that. Yeah, shut the fuck up, man. How much men you been with? You ain't gonna do that. How much men you been with? Go ahead, man. Like, act like though, you know what I'm saying? Like for 20 years you've been saving yourself. Like, no. So get ready, then, bitch. You ready? You've done enough. You know what I'm saying? You've done enough. Go ahead, please. Read it again, brother.
I'm gonna jump to verse 24.
No. Read it from where you were at, and then you can. Oh, is that going up or going down?
Going up.
Okay, go ahead.
Ecclesiasticus 36 and verse 24. He that getteth the wife begetteth a possession. A help like unto himself.
That's it. But they don't like to hear that. They don't like to hear that because to them that sounds like what do you call that? Misogyny. Whatever the hell that is. Right? Which means what? Man hate. You never know hate. Men naturally love women.
That's right.
That's our glory, man. Go ahead.
A help like unto himself.
A help. They're supposed to be our helpmate, man. They supposed to be equal, man. We ain't equal, mama. All right, you do what I say. You do. You get? That's it. But no, not in this society. This society, they're gonna tell you what to do. Okay. All right. In this society, they could commit adultery and then fight you for finding out that they could. That's okay. This in here. That's okay. I see. That's how it is. They get convicted and the demon just bubbles in. You know. That's what happens. You know. Or she wiped with her mouth, say if I've done no wickedness. But that's how it goes in the society. See, in the ancient world now, would have been hemmed up, wrap that up, you know. Put something on it. You know. You know what I'm trying to say to you? Or get some stones, get the big stones, you know. This is too small. You know? Yeah, the whole community would get with it, man. The whole community would get with it. Alright? Go ahead, brother.
And the pillar of rest. Where no hedges, the possession is spoiled.
Oh, there's supposed to be a pillar of rest. Is the black woman a pillar of rest? No, she ain't. You come there, she attitude, negative vibes. It's supposed to have some type of positive vibes. You get home. But yo, Jake, these 3 tribes, you got it the worst. You got hell upon hell, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, them lab tribes, they're in that department. I mean, nobody's not good for sure, 100%, but they're better off. I'll tell you that much. They're way better off than these 3 tribes up here. I'll tell you that right now. Okay? That's all you got. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Intertribal marriages, man. You know? Yeah, intertribal marriages, man. Yeah. Go ahead.
Where no hedges, the possession is spoiled.
Yeah. Right. Where no hedges, the possession is spoiled. So if you don't keep a fence or say you don't keep a boundary, it's gonna be spoiled, man. I mean, someone else is gonna come up in there and deal with it, man. So that's why that's using wisdom. But when you do that here, what are they gonna tell you? You're controlling, you're wicked, you're this or that. Hey, you've been lukewarm, bro. Where you been at? You've been lukewarm. The scriptures speak about being lukewarm. I ain't seen you out here in a while, man.
We've been in Concordia. I've been in
Concordia,
Concordia.
okay.
No, we've been preaching in Concordia.
Okay, good.
All right, man.
All right, good.
Did you take the vaccine?
No, man, never, man. I told you last time, man.
Good. That was him who asked, not me. That was him who asked. Yeah, good. Well, that's good. Well, at least he didn't take it. Let's see what you do with the chip. Let's see if you die for Jesus Christ. I doubt that. I know that. All right. When they come with that MOTV, they ain't coming to play with you, man. They ain't coming to play with you. Well, finish that off real quick.
And he that hath no wife will wander up and down mourning.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's true. And that's why a lot of Jakes is catching hell. Right? A lot of these dudes out here are catching hell mainly because they ain't got no wife. You see what I'm saying too? Because man, you want to go, you want to get something out of them. Because that's all tension building up. You know, so these dudes is all tense out here. So when all hell breaks loose, what these guys gonna do? You know? They're gonna go wild out here.
Run after them.
They're gonna go wild out here. Right?
Grab them. Wow.
This is 1 Timothy 2 and verse 9. And like man,
because when you look at it, most of the people having sex is really mostly women. A lot of these dudes, a lot of them are virgins. Right? A lot of them ain't having no sex, period. That's why that porn addiction. And porn, it fucks your mind up. But these dudes don't have no outlet. They don't have no. Really, you should just be able to get up. There should be nothing to get away. Easy peasy. Yeah? Just build up yourself to a certain level, which should be basic, and then that's it. But this society, no. All right? Yeah, this society, bro. This society is, they just dealing with them, certain dudes or whatever. But there's a lot of dudes out here that's out here struggling out this moment. See, so when all hell breaks loose, man, there's actually people who actually hate women out here right now. It wasn't like that before. What you got, bro?
this is 1 Timothy 2 and verse 9. And like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
Right, so if we tell our women that, then we're wicked, right? But the scriptures tell you that, man. They're supposed to be in modest apparel. That doesn't mean a skirt, maybe you can see her butt cheek, or a pum-pum shorts, or a super tight spandex pants. That's, you see her pussy crap. What's that about, man? Well, I'm not naked. Well, don't you know there was women that actually walked around with paint, just paint to deceive the people, and they couldn't tell the difference. Because it's the same thing. You're seeing the full shape. It's the same thing. They're not different. So all that's doing really is building up that carnality in men. It's bringing that carnal nature out. Because what are men attracted to? They're attracted to women. You see? Go ahead.
With shamefacedness and sobriety, not with rough.
Tu parles français?
Oui.
Ça ici? Ça c'est. Oui, ça va vers les Assyriens. Assyrians. Ancient Babylon.
Yes.
Le Babylone ancien.
3000 années.
C'est ça. Exact.
C'est votre religion?
Non, ça c'est juste une dépiction de. What is it called? Des familles.
C'est comme les 13 familles qui règnent.
Toutes les religions?
Qui règnent le monde entier, secrètement. Les Rothschild, the Astor bloodline, the Bunny.
Where's that other picture?
Rockefeller, ça c'est les banquiers qui règnent sur la planète Terre, mais qui ne savent pas qui règnent.
C'est eux. Ok? Ça c'est les vraies nationalités, c'est les Idomites. Okay? Dans la Bible, ça s'appelle les Édomites. Okay? Parce que le Babylone aujourd'hui, que ça parle dans la Bible, le Babylone, the Great, how do you say that in French?
Babylone, la grande.
La grande, le nouveau Babylone, c'est Amérique, c'est États-Unis. Okay? Et ça va être détruit par Dieu avec le monde, la guerre mondiale 3.
That's right.
Plus contre les États-Unis. C'est pour ça que tu vois tout ça qui arrive. Tu vois ça? On parlait de ça, ça fait beaucoup d'années qu'on parlait de ça. Okay? Mais maintenant, ça, tu vois que les tensions, ça grandit. Okay? Tu ne comprends pas anglais beaucoup?
Non.
Okay, read in French. Get the French Bible. Get the French Bible. Pull out your French Bible. Okay, get Revelations, the 18th chapter.
Ça, c'est le livre de Révélation, chapitre 18, et verset 1. Après cela, je vis descendre du ciel un autre ange qui avait une grande autorité, et la terre fut éclairée de sa gloire. Il cria d'une voix forte, disant, elle est tombée, Babylone la grande. Babylone, comme le frère a dit, fait référence à l'Amérique. Spirituellement, il s'appelle Babylone parce que suit les coutumes des anciens Babyloniens. Aussi spirituellement, il s'appelle Égypte ou Sodome et Gomorrhe parce que les mêmes abominations qu'ils faisaient dans le temps, ils le font présentement. Comme quoi?
L'homosexualité.
Coucher avec les bêtes.
Les femmes, c'est en haut des hommes. Tu vois ça? Ça c'est en reverse. Tu vois, la Bible, ça dit quelque chose autre. Quelque chose d'autre.
En fait, j'étais un musulman et ça fait 5 mois que je ne crois pas en islam. Et je crois à aucune religion. J'ai fait des recherches à ces religions-là. Elles s'appellent en arabe. C'est la première famille de l'islam, ça. Leur dieu, c'est l'eau et la soleil.
Oui, c'est un de ces
J'ai checké, j'ai trouvé que c'est un peu la même chose comme l'islam, comme pratiquement l'islam.
Oui.
Et j'ai trouvé que j'ai fait des recherches par toutes les religions. Je trouve que c'est un personne qui a fait ça. C'est pas le Dieu.
Mais tu vois, parce que l'islam, les musulmans, ça vient de la catholique, l'église catholique, tu vois.
Oui.
Et ça, c'est une église qui contrôle. Tu comprends ce que je veux dire? Ça fait longtemps qu'ils contrôlaient ça. Tu vois, mais même les religions, les élites, these guys, they believe in Satan. Ils croient en Satan. Ils croient en Satan, tu vois.
Vous parlez en tant que chrétien?
Non, on sont les vrais chrétiens. Tu peux dire les vrais chrétiens, mais pour eux, on est les Israélites, les 12 tribus d'Israël.
Israël?
Oui, on dit le 100% vérité de la Bible et qu'est-ce qui arrive, les prophéties, tout ça. Parce que si tu vois l'église chrétienne, même le gars qui parle là, tu demandes lui, va essayer, demande-lui une question de la Bible, il ne peut pas répondre. Tu vois, parce que il croit pas dans le Bible pour vrai. Il croit dans la christianité qu'il a créée. Tu comprends? Que les élites ont créé.
Oui, mais le problème, à mon avis, c'est que Dieu il va envoyer un Bible. Il y en a beaucoup. C'est fini. J'étais musulman parce que j'ai cru qu'il y a un seul Coran.
Qu'est-ce que tu veux dire? Il y a beaucoup de Bibles. Il y a une seule Bible. Le Coran, c'est pas une Bible. Le Coran, comme le frère t'a dit, c'est les Romains, les papes romains qui ont choisi des hommes pour créer cette religion. Ils ont choisi des hommes en fait pour instruire Mohamed.
Because they wanted them out of the holy city. Moi, mon français, c'est pas parfait, mais il va transiger pour moi. They wanted the Arabs out of the Holy Land, out of Israel.
Ils voulaient chasser les Arabes d'Israël.
C'est ça.
La terre sainte.
Exact. So, il dit que c'est où le pays, le holy place. Il dit que c'est Mecca. Tu vois? Mais quand tu lis la Bible, ça dit que c'est Israël. Tu vois ça? Mais même dans le Coran, ça dit que les peuples de Dieu, c'est les Israélites. Ça ne fait pas de sens que Mecca ait la place de Dieu quand les Israélites sont les personnes. Tu comprends ce que je veux dire?
Vous croyez qu'il y a 3 dieux ou bien
non, pas le Trinity, non. Le Trinity, c'est un Most High, right? Après, il y a un fils qui s'appelle Yahushua, qui est venu sur la terre pour
Jésus.
His name is Yahushua. Le vrai nom, il appelle Jésus, mais le vrai nom c'est Yahushua, oui, c'est ça. Mais
Moussa.
non, Yahushua. Moussa, c'est Moses. Nous, ça c'est Moses. Pas Moses.
Isa.
Hein?
Isa.
Vous l'appelez Isa, mais son vrai nom c'est Yahawashi parce
Yahawashi, c'est
qu'il
le
était
Dieu.
hébreu. Ok, son nom ne peut pas être Jésus.
Sa mère s'appelle Mariam.
Il appelle Mariam, Mariam, same thing, Mariam. Mais c'est le vrai nom de Lord is Yahawashi. Donc, même Mary, le nom c'était époux. Okay? C'était pas prononcé Marie ou Mariam. Ça c'est une nouvelle chose. C'était un époux, le vrai nom. Okay? Read what you got.
Le livre de 2 Pierre, chapitre 1 et verset 20, sachant tout d'abord vous-même qu'aucune prophétie de l'Écriture ne peut être un objet d'interprétation particulière, car ce n'est pas par une volonté d'homme qu'une prophétie a jamais été apportée, mais c'est poussé par le Saint-Esprit que des hommes ont parlé de la part de Dieu.
C'est ça, que c'était l'Esprit de Dieu qui était ouvert la tête des hommes pour dire les prophéties. Parce que toutes les prophéties, ça vient. Même on dit de le marque de la tête, ça vient. Tu sais c'est quoi ça? Ça c'est le microchip. Okay? Le chip micro, il fait ça maintenant. Toutes les choses que tu fais avec le système digital, ça c'est pour le marque de la tête.
Le livre d'Apocalypse, chapitre 13 et verset 16. Et elle fit que tous, petits et grands, riches et pauvres, libres et esclaves, reçussent une marque sur leur main droite ou sur leur front.
Quand tu regardes le mot de la marque, c'est charagma en grec. Ça veut dire quelque chose qui va être inséré. Okay? Parce que ça c'est une chose que tu montres que tu es allégeance avec les élites que tu vois là. Tu vois, et pas Dieu. Tu vois?
Et vous croyez à ça, vous croyez à les prophètes avant Jésus, vous croyez?
Oui, bien sûr,
Les
bien
Juifs?
sûr. Ah, bien sûr, bien sûr.
Vous croyez que Dieu qui l'a envoyé?
C'est israélite. C'était.
Bien sûr, bien sûr.
Ok, et le Mohammed maintenant?
Non, Mohammed, parce que c'est quoi tous les prophètes ont en commun? Ils sont les Israélites. Mohammed était pas un Israélite, il était un Ishmaélite. Tu vois, les Arabes sont les Ishmaélites, la plupart.
Mais c'est la même famille.
C'est pas la même famille. Les deux, ça vient d'Abraham, mais c'est pas la même famille.
Parce que Abraham, le fils d'Abraham, c'était Ishmaël. Ibrahim.
Isaiah.
Mais il vient de. Mohamed vient de la lignée
Isaiah, you want me to get-
Mais le peuple choisit.
Romans, the 9th chapter.
Oh, yeah.
On se comprend.
Yeah.
Tomate, on se comprend. Par contre, la lignée choisie venait de Isaac. Okay? Abraham, Isaac et Jacob Israël. Pas Ishmaël. Okay? Même si Ishmaël a reçu une bénédiction, il a dit que 12 princes viendraient de sa lignée. Par contre, la promesse du royaume appartient à Abraham, Isaac et Israël. Okay?
Psaume 147 et 19. Il relève sa parole à Jacob, ses lois et ses ordonnances à Israël. Il n'a pas agi de même pour toutes les nations. Et elles ne connaissent point ses ordonnances.
Romains 9.
Où est l'Éternel?
Right, read it for the point. Read it for the point.
Romains 9. Je dis la vérité en Hamashiach, je mens pas. Ma conscience aussi me rendant témoignage en l'Esprit Saint que j'ai une grande tristesse, une continuelle douleur dans mon cœur, car je pourrais souhaiter que moi-même je sois séparé de Hamashiach pour mes frères, ma parenté selon la chair.
Selon la chair, ok? Ouais.
Merci beaucoup.
Ouais. Ok. Ouais. Keep reading. Go
Qui
ahead.
sont israélites, auxquels appartient Israélites.
C'est pas Ishmaël et d'autres, c'est juste les Israélites. Keep going.
Sont israélites, auxquels appartient l'adoption et la gloire et l'alliance et la dotation de la loi et le service de Dieu, Yahweh Shim Yahushai, et les promesses. De qui sont les pères et desquels, quant à la chair, Hamashiach est venu, qui est surtout Dieu, béni pour toujours. Amen.
All right, that's it. Perfect. Now read that real quick. Read that. All right? Read it in English too.
This is Galatians.
The wicked flee.
Galatians 3 and verse 16.
Yep.
And it reads, Now to Abram and his seed were the promise made.
Right.
He said not to the seeds as of many, but as of one,
As of one.
and to thy seed, which is Yahushai.
Which is Yahushai, right? Keep going.
And this I say, that the covenant that was confirmed before of Yahweh and Yahushai, the law, which was 430 years after, cannot disannul, that it shall make the promise of none effect. For if the inheritance be
What
of
number you at right now?
18.
No, go down to 28.
Verse 28.
Yeah.
There is neither Jew nor Greek. There is neither bond nor free. There is neither Galatians 4 verse 28. Now we, brethren, as Isaac was, are the children of promise.
Yo, one person direct. Let me direct this. Go ahead. Read.
Come. Galatians 4 verse 28. But we, brethren, as Isaac was, are the children of promise. But as then he that was born after the flesh persecuted him that was born after the spirit.
Right, so it's dealing with Isaac. Isaac is that seed that was of the promise. He was mentioning Ishmael. The Lord was never dealing with Ishmael. Okay, go ahead.
Even so as now, nevertheless, what saith the scripture? Cast out the bondwoman and her son.
Right, yeah, that's Ishmael. So the scripture said, Sarah said to cast out the bondwoman, right, with her son, and the Lord agreed with it because he would not be an inheritance with Isaac. He would not have an inheritance with Isaac, being the promise, which is the kingdom of heaven. Go ahead.
For the son of the bondwoman shall not be heir with the son of the free woman.
Right, that's it. Because we're of the free woman, all right? Because we're the Israelites, all right? Go ahead.
So then, brethren, we are not children of the bondwoman, but of the free.
Right, we're of the free. See, so that's why the promises belong unto us. Like the brother read in Romans. Matter of fact, get Romans the 9th chapter again, brother. Get Romans 9. Start from 2. You have it already? Read it.
You want me to start at 2, you said?
Yeah, start at 2.
Romans 9 and verse 2. That I have great heaviness and continual sorrow in my heart. For I could wish that myself were cursed from Hamashiach for my brethren, my kinsmen according to the flesh, who are Israelites.
Right, so Paul, pick up your voice too. Paul was dealing with what? He was dealing with his brethren. He was wishing that he could have went up on the cross for his brethren, like the Lord did. Okay, he wasn't dealing with the rest of the nations. And that was the apostle to the Gentiles, right? Showing you the Gentiles were Israelites following after heathen customs. Go ahead.
Who are Israelites,
Yep.
to whom pertaineth the adoption,
Yep.
and the glory, and the covenant.
So all that, the adoption is what? The adopting of the people back to the Lord, the Heavenly Father. That's pertaining to the Israelites. Go ahead. The glory is the kingdom. Go ahead.
And the covenants.
The covenants, the first and the second. That's the kingdom. That's everlasting life. All right. That's never sinning again. Because we have to teach these other heathen how not to sin. All right. Because what is Esau doing? He's teaching them wickedness. All right. How to be alphabet people. How to change your sex. That's what Esau's teaching. And he's pushing it to all these nations, man. Go ahead.
And the giving of the law. And the service of the Most High.
So the service, which is being a prophet, okay, being a man of the Lord, that has to do with the service. That's only given to our people, the Israelites, man. So when he was dealing with Ishmael, the Lord ain't dealing with Ishmael, bro. All right? Sorry to burst your bubble. Go ahead.
And the promises, whose are the fathers, and of whom, as concerning the flesh, Yahushai came.
So the Lord came as concerning the flesh for the Israelites. Go ahead.
Who is over all, Yahweh blessed forever, amen.
Right.
Not as though the word of the Most High had taken none effect, for they are not all Israel, which are of Israel.
Meaning all of our people are not going to be delivered, but the promises is for our people. Okay? 2/3, most of them are going to be wiped out with the wicked. Okay? But there's an elect, there's a chosen amongst us. Okay? Who will be delivered and will rule with Yahushua. Go ahead.
Neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they children, but in Isaac shall thy seed be called.
Isaac, you see, it's going back to Isaac. It ain't dealing with Ishmael.
That's right, that's right.
That is, they which are the children of the flesh. These are not the children of Yahweh.
These are not the children. Oh, I thought everyone was the son of God. No, these are not the children of God, it says. Go ahead.
But the children of the promise are accounted for the seed.
Right, the children of the promise are accounted for the seed. Go ahead.
For this is the word of promise. At this time will I come, and Sarah shall have a son. And not only this, But when Rebekah also had conceived by one, even by our father Isaac.
Keep going, bro. Keep going.
For the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of the Most High according to election might stand.
Right.
Not of works, but of him that calleth.
So it's all about election. It's all about you being chosen from the beginning. All right? So if you're not chosen from the beginning, you're not going to do the right thing. Right? Because it wasn't put in your spirit to do the right thing. Just like these Edomites, man. They're not built to do right. Okay? They're built to do wickedness. And people don't get that. That's why they think that Jake is still marching. We shall over, singing the same old song. You don't get, these people ain't going to change. You don't get there the wickedness. You didn't get that yet? I don't know if they gave you the memo that they were hanging and lynching you, and they're still shooting you for fun, because you're your enemy. You're their enemy. Go ahead. What you got, brother?
This is Matthew 1 and verse 21. And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Yahushai, for he shall save his people from their sins.
Yep. And he shall save his people. Go ahead. Keep going, man.
Verse 22. Now all this was done that it might be fulfilled, which was spoken of the Lord by the prophet, saying, Behold,
Call Allah Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai.
they shall bring forth a son, and they shall call his name Emmanuel, which being interpreted is the Messiah with us. Then Joseph, being raised from sleep, there as the angel of the Lord had bidden him, and took unto him his wife.
Read that again up. Read that up again.
Verse 23. Behold, a virgin shall be with child, and shall bring forth a son, and they shall call his name Emmanuel, which is being interpreted is the Most High with us.
God with us, the Most High with us. Brother, it's just because I didn't want to entice.
No worry.
You're right. You know what you were saying was perfect. Beautiful. Call the money down. They want to entice the spirit. It's coming with a heavy demonic spirit. You gotta, it's time to gotta tighten up. That's all. Verse do nothing wrong. Go ahead.
Verse 24. Then Joseph, being raised from sleep, then as the angel of the Lord had bidden him, and took unto him his wife, and knew her not till she had brought forth her firstborn son, which is called, and he called his name Yahushai.
Right. All right. So Yahushai came through what? He came through Isaac and then Jacob. Okay. He came through the Israelites, and then eventually came through King David, because that was the promise he made unto King David. All right. So ultimately, there's nothing you could do unless you were chosen, unless you were elected.
That's right.
You see? So that's why the scriptures speak about predestination. See, these Edomites, they don't have the predestination. These other nations don't have the predestination. So he's talking about Muhammad and Ishmael. Muhammad, he's not a prophet, because the Lord, he's not an Israelite. Okay? Yeah?
Real quick. Genesis 21 and 10. Wherefore she said unto Abraham, cast out this bondwoman and her son, for the son of this bondwoman shall not be heir with my son, even with Isaac.
That's right. That's right. That's right. All right. So ultimately, it's all dealing with the Israelites. Everything goes back to the Israelites, because that's who the Lord is dealing with. That's who the Lord is going to raise up. That's who's going to have the knowledge. Okay. He didn't give his knowledge unto any other nation. All right. And no other nation will get the knowledge until the kingdom where we have to teach them. Get me Isaiah the second one. Isaiah 40.
Psalms 147.
Go ahead.
Psalms 147 and verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob, and his statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
Right.
He hath not dealt so with any nation.
He has not dealt so with any nation. He's not dealing with any nation on that level. Okay, that he's dealing with us. Go ahead.
And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai.
Right. And they don't know the judgments of the Lord, because it's not in them to know it. But we're going to have to teach them when we get back in the kingdom. And that's really when the earth is going to flourish, man. All right? Get me Isaiah 14 with all the kings lying glory. Okay? That were in the wrong. Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 2 and verse 3. And many people shall go and say, come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the power of Jacob.
Yeah.
And he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his path.
Yeah.
For out of Zion shall go forth the law.
So all these heathens are going to come to us, and they're going to learn the ways of righteousness.
That's right.
And that's when the earth is going to flourish. They're not gonna be eating abominations that need to clean the sea. You got Moab eating anything that walks. All right, they ain't gonna be eating anything that walks, man. You're gonna eat the righteous foods, the things that are created to be eaten. And there's a lot of choice. There's many varieties of clean foods, man. Countless clean fish, countless clean beasts that you can eat, man. See? But no, Moab's gonna go pick up a squid. No, they're not gonna eat that in the kingdom, man. Certain things are meant to do certain things for the ecosystem for a reason, man. All right? So once that's taken out, that what it does, it pollutes the water, it pollutes the ecosystem in general, right? So we have to teach all these other nations the right way. Go ahead.
For out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem.
Right, the word of the Lord from Jerusalem.
And he shall judge among the nations and shall rebuke many people. And they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore.
Right, they ain't gonna be no war. There ain't gonna be no more war on the earth. When we're back in power, there's not gonna be any more war on the earth. All right? Everything's gonna be peaceful, man. And if they try to step up, well, guess what? It's gonna stop the rain. It's gonna go like that. The rain's gonna stop. Or we might just send some extra rain with some extra thunder. Because if you give crops too much rain, it will destroy the crops too.
I think there's a verse that said that there's gonna be chariots too, right?
Amongst us.
Amongst us,
yep.
yeah.
Yep. The presence of the Lord, man. He's gonna be with us, man. Go ahead. It's okay. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 14 and verse 18. All the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, every one in his own house.
Yep.
But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch.
Yeah, so all these other nations, they're going to be able to live and flourish in their own lands, in their own spaces, okay, under a righteous rulership. But you Edomites are going to be cast out.
That's right.
There's nothing that you Edomites can do, man. All right? Them spirits is something else, though, boy. Go ahead.
Like an abominable branch, and as the raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with the sword, that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden under feet.
Yeah. What you got, bro? You got something out?
No. There's a...
What's he holding precepts?
I got one.
Of all the families that let you use the phone, you got something, brother?
Isaiah 60 and 11. Therefore, thy gates shall be open continually. They shall not be shut day or night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought.
That's it. All right? They're going to be brought to us. Matter of fact, get Joel the 3rd chapter. Matter of fact, you get Joel the 3rd chapter. Get Joel the 3rd chapter going back where, the judgment they're going to receive, man, because of what they did. You can go down to like the 10th verse. All right? Go ahead.
Right, this is the book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 2. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
Right. So that's why he punished us, because we're the ones that he looks at.
That's right.
Because we're his sons. Like if you have a son and his friend is over, right? You're not gonna, if your son does something wrong, you're gonna chastise your son. That's not your child. Okay? In the island, it's something different. Everyone gets it, but mostly it's your son, because that's your son. What you got?
Joel 3?
Yep.
Joel 3.
Yep. Start where it says you sold them to the nations.
Okay. This is Joel 3 and verse 6. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians.
Right. You sold the so-called Negroes to the so-called white people. Okay? Speaking of you Hamites and you Ishmaelites, man. All right, go ahead.
That ye might remove them far from their border.
Yeah.
Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them.
So out of the places where we were scattered, because they're still in that land, whether it's America, Jamaica, Brazil. It's got some of our people in India too. Got India, you got Philippines, different places. Jake was scattered around. England, okay, they're going to be raised up, and now we're learning that we're Israelites. This is that raising. Go ahead.
And I will
give me Isaiah the 37th chapter. Go ahead.
And I will return your recompense upon your own heads. And I will sell your sons and your daughters in the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabians, to a people far off, for the Lord has
So that's
spoken it.
called recompense. That's called payback. All right, we're gonna get our lick. The Lord deals with. He's a just power. Okay, so when you do something, there's a reaction. You can't just sweep things under the rug. All right, everything is gonna come back. The rug is gonna be lifted up eventually. You can pile up all you want under the rug. Eventually, the rug is gonna be lifted up. You know, and that's why you got a lot of these different nations. Like even India's one of the leaders. They're cursing out America because of the hypocrisy. All right, and we see the hypocrisy. All right. And the Lord sees the hypocrisy. What you got, bro?
This is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 10.
Yep.
For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Yahushua.
That's it.
That everyone may receive the things done in his body according to that he has done, whether it be good or bad.
Whether it be good or bad. If you did righteousness, you're going to receive a reward. If you did wickedness, you're going to receive, judgment. Okay? As simple as that. All right? Go ahead.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 16 and 12.
Yep.
As his mercy is great, so is his correction.
Yep.
He judges a man according to his works.
According to his works, man. You see? What you got, brother?
Ezekiel 37 and verse 7. So I prophesied as I was commanded. And as I prophesied, there was a noise. And behold, a shaking. And the bones came together, bone to his bone. And when I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh came up upon them, and the skin covered them above, but there was no breath in them.
Right. So that's what you see. You see Israelites knowing that they're Israelites. They're going to Mike Tyson pulling out that shallow wall. That was probably a setup. That seemed like a setup. I don't know if that was on TMZ. Was that on TMZ too? Okay, but anyways, okay, well TMZ's that's a serpent. That's serpent news, man. They're devils, boy. That dude, that Levy guy, whatever that guy is, that Amalekite, that's a real Satanist, boy. That guy. I remember what they did to Lamar Odom. I was watching this shit. I was like, yo, these guys are devils, man. And you got Jakes that's doing it too and with it. So all you people that are following Esau and his wickedness and his lies, deception, you're gonna be judged with it, man. You wicked, weak ass fools, man. It's always a coon around, man. All right. Even when it came to taking out our people, there was Negroes that was doing that in 1782 with the Romans, man, generals and shit. All right. Who do you think was helping taking down the Gadites out here? A lot of them was Judah, all right, the Buffalo Soldiers, man, and you had Gads, man, Gad scouts that was selling out other Gadites, man, and then they were put on the same wagon. So all you people that are following after this devil, they're gonna go down with it, man.
That's right.
All right? What you got, brother?
Jeremiah 5 and verse 26. For among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait as he that setteth snares. They set a trap, they catch men.
They set a trap, they catch men. Okay? They set a trap, they catch men. You see? That's how they move. You see? They say trying to trap you up in your word vocab comes up. You believe you're gonna kill babies? So he's setting a snare. No, those are not more than agents, man. He's doing world tours trying to harass and follow the Hebrew Israelites, man. Why don't you get a life, man? You're following us around. Why don't you go get a life, man? All right? What you got, bro?
Proverbs 12 and 26. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor,
Yeah.
but the way of the wicked seduces them.
The way of the wicked seduces them. Meaning what? We're around these devils, we're around these Edomites, and you learn their ways, man. And you see how Jake operates, man. Jake is completely bugged out, man. All right, Jake is completely out of it, man. All right, you can see the spirit that's on Jake. Jake got an Edomite spirit on him, man. Like he's half Jake, half Edomite. He's walking. You know his mentality. You know if you ask him about the flamers, you know what he's gonna say. Oh, that's all right. Yeah, you can tell, you can see this. They're spiritually, they're Edomites, man. That's what the angels is gonna look at you too, man. When the angels see you, when they come for you, they're gonna look at you as an Edomite. All right? So look at that little Edomite. What you got, brother?
Sirach 10 and verse 2. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers.
Yeah.
And what manner of man the ruler of a city is, Such are all they that dwell therein.
Right, and they're all wicked, and they're all evil, they're all low vibration. They're all about getting the bad. Look how Jake lives with this gang shit. Who they get that from? They got that lifestyle from Esau, man. Okay? Oh, Zul pound, Zul, that gang, that cowboy shit. You got that from the Esau, man. Jake wasn't living, like, I mean, there was always wicked Jakes around. Always Jakes that was robbing and doing different things. But you didn't just necessarily go into ancient Israel and you see a few dudes leaning on the wall. You know? You feel intimidated for no reason, they don't know you. Where you from, brother? Sakafet. Where you from, brother? That's a new thing, man. That's you following after Esau, bro. Okay? Because that's how Esau, that cowboy lifestyle. You know, he call it chewing the tobacco, spitting the tobacco out.
Yeah.
That's that new stuff, man.
Robbing, yeah.
Right? What you got, brother?
This is the book of St. John, chapter 8 and verse 44.
Yep.
And it reads, "Ye are of your father, the devil, and the lust of your father you will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth."
Right, so a lot of these Israelites, they're falling after Esau. Esau's like their spiritual dad. You see how the apostles is our spiritual father. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, above them is our spiritual father. Right? Their spiritual father is Satan and the Edomites. Go ahead.
"Because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own."
Right, that's why they need Esau to validate something. Okay, because if Esau doesn't say it, then he ain't validated. It's not validated to him. Go ahead.
"For he is a liar and the father of it."
Right. What you got, brother?
This is Isaiah 30 and verse 1. "Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they might add sin to sin, that walk down to go into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt."
So they trust in this government, and they don't trust in the Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And this government is about to stab you in the back heavily. All right, they're setting up that Get me Revelations 13 and 10 again. They're setting up that digital system to give you that mark of the beast, that microchip, man. All right, and they're gonna put you in hardcore slave. That's some real slave. You're gonna wish you could go back to chattel slave. All right, you ain't gonna be able to do shit. All right, you're gonna be super suppressed. All right, they're gonna try to tell you. Esau trying to get to the point where he can tell you how much times you get out of sex. Oh, it's too much carbon emission for today. So you keep trusting in this devil, man. You're gonna get a rude awakening, man. Go ahead.
Verse 3, "Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion."
Yo, if you took the juice, you should be ashamed. You took that juice, that VAXX they were offering, you should be ashamed. Because now all of a sudden, where'd it go? What happened to COVID? I heard about COVID like took a vacation. Where'd it go? These people are going nuts about that shit. Yo, take the juice, take the juice. See, I can't even say that too. I don't want to say it too much, but you know what I'm saying? Take the juice. I gotta say, take the juice. Because they're taking on our channels and shit. You know? But ultimately, hey, you see now, it's not stable trusting in this devil. The scriptures speak about having faith in an unfaithful person is like a broken tooth or like a foot out of joint. All right, so they're going to be ashamed trusting in Esau. What you got, bro?
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 36 and verse 8. And it reads, "Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him."
Yeah, you're gonna be hurt by this. This system is gonna stab you in the back, like I said. All right, but specifically, it's gonna pierce your hand. Okay, you understand? And when it pierces your hand, you're gonna find out, man. The Lord is gonna have a target on you, man. You don't want that. You don't want that. Go ahead. What you got, Chris?
Jeremiah 17 and 5. Thus said the Lord,
Go ahead.
"Cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from the Lord."
Right. Right. trusted in, first you trusted in, you're not just trusted in any man, you're trusted in the devil himself, man. Esau's Edom, man. Right? What you got, brother?
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 15 and verse 5. For who shall have pity upon thee, O Jerusalem? Or who shall bemoan thee? Or who shall go aside to ask how thou doest?
Right, they don't give a damn about the Israelites. They don't care about you Jakes, man. Alright? You Jakes trying to fight for Ukraine. Ukraine is racist. They hate you Jakes. Over there, you trying to fight for Ukraine. How dumb could a Jake be, man? Jake is simple. He gets simpler every day, man. Every day these Jakes get more stupid, man. Like where were they at when you were getting shot? Let's take a plane and go march with Jake. Let's go march with the so-called black. No, don't give a shit about you, man. Or you Native Americans or you so-called Latinos, man. Okay? But you're all Israelites. Go ahead.
Thou hast forsaken me, saith the Lord. Thou art gone backward. Therefore will I stretch out my hand against thee and destroy thee. I am weary with repenting. And I will fan them with the fan in the gates of the land. I will bereave them of children. I will destroy my people since they return not from their ways.
That's it, man. That's it. So the Lord is going to destroy you for following after the devil instead of following him. He sent us out here. He sent the prophets out here to warn you. So you can't say you never heard it, man. Don't say, no, I never heard this before. No, you heard it. You were in front of it. You just need to hear the word once. And then you're sealed, man. Either you're going to be judged for bad or you're going to be get rewarded. All right? Based upon your actions, man. You see? Or what you think in your head, because the angels are all watching, man. All right? They're listening, they're watching. Okay? You see? And then when you go home and your mother's catch cancer, you're going to learn. You know? And you say, oh my God, why me? All right? And we're going to be laughing at you too.
Laugh at you,
okay? We're going to be laughing at you, man. Weirdo Jakes, man. We're a bunch of weirdos in this generation, man. What you got, bro?
This is Ezekiel 7:25. Destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none.
Right, they think there's going to be people. Only going to think about what's going to happen this summer. Listen, man. Summer is not going to be what you think.
No.
Right? I don't, you know what I'm saying? And even if it is, right, a month later you're going to see. You thought the lockdowns was bad, you're going to see what Esau has cooking. All right? What you got, brothers? Go ahead, keep going.
Verse 28, verse 24. Wherefore I will bring the worst of the heathen, and they shall possess their houses. I will also make the pomp of the strong to cease, and their holy places shall be defiled. Verse 26, mischief shall come upon mischief, and rumor shall be upon rumor. Then shall they seek a vision of the prophet, but the law shall perish from the priest, and counsel from the ancients.
That's more observation.
This is Jeremiah 2 and verse 20. For of old time I have broken thy yoke and burst thy bands, and thou sayest, I will not transgress. When upon every high hill and under every green tree thou wanderest playing the harlot.
That's it, man. So you Jakes, you better get right, man. You better get right with Yahweh Shem Yahushai, because judgment is coming down on the earth, man. All right? And it's going to be heavy. Once the doors of mercy close, there ain't no more coming in.
That's right.
Just like when the ark closed, man. So with that, I'm going to give all praises going on
to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Rakakadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations, much love, respect to you, Akim, out there pushing this word out, truth and sincerity. Shalom. Shalom.
Kwam Yashua.
Kwam Yashua. That's right. Shut up. That one shut up. Shut up for Carson.